Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call
Ghost.
Thank you for tuning in with me, folks, on another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. If it sounds like I'm in a little bit of a good mood, folks, it is. It is episode number 550, episode number 550 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to ask people, please spread this show link around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, folks. It's the last bastion of freedom of speech and social media today. You can get there by typing in your browser right now, gab.ai. That's gab.ai, and you can follow me on that social media under the name Politics Ghost, all right? All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And by the way, I want to say what's going on to everybody. We got a packed house in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. What's going on, baby? And, of course, if you want to go ahead and be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, all you've got to do is go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button, baby. Hit the subscribe button, and once you do so, give me a private message on Gab so you can be invited to all the fun, folks. That's what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, what we have done is we now have a bot inside the chat room, in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, where you can just kick back in the voice chat room and listen to the broadcast while you're chatting. So for all you folks that are having trouble with Blog Talk Radio or whatever you're saying, folks, why don't you just hit the subscribe button? And let me tell you something, you can not only hear the show as it should be heard, but look at all the people. Look, let's put them on the microphone. Let's put everybody right now on the microphone in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And like I said, all you got to do, go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, and hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, boy. All right, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and put these guys on the horn here. All right? Once again, this is the voice chat room of the True Capitalist Radio chat room. Let's see if these guys have anything to say. Engineer, go ahead and put them up. Let's see if they have anything to say. All right, shut it off, engineer. Good God, shut it off. Good God, did you hear that, for Christ's sake? Now, look, I want to reassure everybody that not everybody in there is a goddamn tard, all right? Believe it or not, we got a bunch of productive members of society in there, We have all kinds of fun. So once again, hit the subscribe button, baby, and come and join the fun. I will be chatting on there in voice chat live after this broadcast, all right? Anyway, now that we got that all out of the way, I'm serious, folks. You guys on Gab that are gabbing at me saying it's pure autism in there, it's not pure autism. Shut up. We got some decent folk in there. We got some capitalist right in there. We got capitalists in there. We got budding capitalists in there. Don't go there. Don't even goddamn go there. Anyway, folks, let's just go ahead and break down what we're going to discuss in this broadcast for the next 3 hours. Of course, in the first hour, we're going to break down the crypto and stock breakdown, folks. For the first hour, it is the financial hour everybody comes to know and love on this broadcast. Then in the second hour, folks, obviously we're going to go right into Donald Trump news. And I am telling you this right now. I'm sincerely glad the president called out none other than the Attorney General Jeff Sessions. That's right. Jeff Sessions got called out by POTUS, and it's about time. Because here you have Jeff Sessions coming out in some press conference at the Department of Justice claiming that they're going to investigate the FISA abuses in the Obama administration. Now, what Jeff Sessions said in there that makes it a bunch of nothing burger is that he's going to leave it up to the Inspector General. Now, I've been telling you this for a while now, ever since Ray from the FBI was testifying in front of the goddamn House Intelligence Committee, all right? I told you guys that this Inspector General, it has no prosecutorial he can't prosecute nobody. He has no power. I mean, this Inspector General investigation in the DOJ and the FBI is a joke. It's a goddamn joke. So I'm glad the president is finally calling out Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions is nothing more than an establishment jerk-off, and I can't believe that this man is... I mean, then again, I can. You know, these politicians, these bureaucrats, especially a bureaucrat that old that's been in the game that long, I mean, they're soulless, man. They're freaking soulless. They're freaking soulless, man. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to talk about how the President of the United States held a bipartisan roundtable today with members of Congress in the White House on school and community safety. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this in the second hour. This is, once again, President Donald Trump making the establishment look like a bunch of idiots. And I'm loving that this man is televising all these meetings. I love that he's televising all these different discourses with Congress, because he's showing the American people what kind of incompetent idiots that's truly running Washington, D.C. out here. And we're going to talk about that extensively also in the second hour. I also want to talk about how much more? How many more pictures? How many more videos? How many more sound bites are we going to have of the Stoneman Douglas High School gun control brats? You know, I mean, give me a freaking break. Lest we forget, these are supposed to be students that saw a bunch of their peers get chopped up with an AR, and instead of mourning and instead of, you know, dealing with the post-traumatic stress that comes with witnessing such an event, these people are going out on a gun control crusade. And you mean to tell me that this is the prime modus operandi after a goddamn shooting at your school? These people are scripted. This whole goddamn event is a bunch of garbage. And as I stated in a gab this morning, whether you believe this was a real shooting or not, all right? If this was a real shooting, then in my opinion, the wrong kids got shot. All right? That's all I'm saying. These stupid little gun control brats are showing you the selfie generation of the new generations that are going to be coming up here in the next decade. I mean, this is what these Stoneman Douglas brats are all about. It's the selfie generation. And not to mention, it's not just them. You're seeing this as an epidemic throughout the social landscape in America today. You see a lot of people finding it very easy to get on a soapbox or to virtue signal to get some kind of credibility or attention. It's the easiest thing to do. Have you seen lately, you've got these morons supposedly destroying their AR-15s on YouTube, and they're getting all kinds of ABC coverage and CNN coverage? I mean, aren't you all understanding that right now that's the easiest thing to do for attention, and that's why everybody's doing it, for heaven's sake? I mean, I never thought in my wildest dreams that we'd be living in America where attention whoredom supersedes rational thought, where the ability to get some sort of spotlight in a selfie generation supersedes common sense and cognitive reasoning. Unfreaking believable. We're going to talk about those assholes. We're also going to talk a little bit about Robert Mueller's special counsel. Jesus Christ. Now Robert Mueller wants to go into the business affairs of Donald Trump preceding any time he thought he was going to run for president. I think he wants to go back to the year 2014. And in my opinion, I think this goes over the line. I think that in my view, and it's obviously going to cause a whole bunch of whirlwind with the establishment, with the media, but I think that he's justified in firing Robert Mueller. This Robert Mueller investigation has been going on over a year. It's cost almost $10 million, if it's not already superseded that. And it's found absolutely nothing related to Trump and Russia. Nothing. And the only thing and the only people that are being indicted right now are individuals that happen to be connected with the Trump campaign, and they're being prosecuted for something that has nothing to do with the initial investigation, which is Russia-Trump. I mean, you got Paul Manafort. I mean, you saw the charges on this guy. I mean, they're trying to charge him with tax evasion. They're trying to charge him with all kinds of crap, not relating anything to Russia-Trump. Gates, the same thing. It's disgrace. And how Robert Mueller still has the authority to continue to do this special counsel is beyond me. That's why I continue to come up here every time I do, in hopes of getting some of you that were on the Trump train in 2016 and that are still on, I should say, right now. I'm hoping that some of you realize that Trump needs our help. We need to plaster it in every social media. You need to call Congress. You need to email these people and tell them to stop this witch hunt that's been happening over a year, that they produced not one shred of evidence between Trump and Russia. On the contrary, I mean, we all know that this whole Robert Mueller special counsel is a corrupt bunch of garbage. I mean, one of the lead prosecutors in the Robert Mueller special counsel was Peter Strzok, which we all know is a corrupt piece of trash at this point. All right, I mean, I could go on and on. We all know the corruption, and yet Robert Mueller special counsel continues to go on. This is enough. This has to stop. And that's why I hope some of you that are on the Trump train start calling your goddamn congressmen, start writing these people, start making it very vocal on every social media that you can, that Robert Mueller's special counsel needs to come to an end. It's produced nothing. So I'm sick and tired of hearing about him and his stupid, dumb hog jowls that he has, for Christ's sake. Have you seen the freaking hog jowl? I'm sick of this hog jowls being plastered on every goddamn screen. Oh, Robert Mueller. I'm tired of it. Anyway, we're going to move on from that, and I'm going to call out somebody that a lot of people on the right wing of the political persuasion like for some reason. He's become a big name in the alt-right, white nationalist movement. Why? I have no goddamn idea, but I'm going to talk a little bit about Jordan Peterson. That's right. I'm going to talk a little bit about Jordan Peterson and how this pseudo-intellectual, pompous piece of trash is your quintessential and what has been outed because he posts pictures of himself in his little office or in his home or wherever the hell he's posting these pictures of him looking like a pompous pseudo-intellectual jerk-off in the background with huge pictures of Vladimir Lenin and Leon Trotsky. I mean, this guy is literally admitting to each and every one of you that he's a Leninist Marxist, man. He's a Leninist Marxist. He's a commie. how many more of these so-called alt-right, white nationalist e-celebs have to be called out as communist, as leftist in disguise? How many more of them have to be yanked out of the goddamn closet before you people realize that there is a genuine concerted effort by the extreme left to make right and left seem like no big difference? And that's why when I discuss the right wing of political ideas on this broadcast, I talk from the capitalist right perspective. The capitalist right. Because capitalism, it's the essence of freedom. It gives you, the individual, the ability to be able to carve out your own life, your own destiny, by utilizing your own ambition, your own creativity, your own skills, your own will, to be able to make whatever it is that you want to make with your life. And nobody stops you. And you see, you notice that in each and every one of these variants of extremes, whether it's the fringe left or the alt-right, white nationalist right, both of these fringe sides want to relinquish their individuality to the state. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. That's why you hear the white nationalists holler all the time, oh, we need National Socialism, we need National Socialism. I don't care how you spell it, you dumb white nationalist, that white socialism isn't regular socialism. You all are starting to sound like communists now. You know that? You're all starting to sound like blatant communists. The bottom line is, if you want to be a communist or you want to be a socialist, you are relinquishing your individual rights, your individual choice, your individual decision-making to the state. That's what you're doing when you advocate communism. That's what you're doing when you advocate socialism. You want to relinquish your own individuality, your freedom, your decisions, your choice to the state. That's what it's all about. And us capitalists don't want to do that. Us capitalists don't want to do that. We want our own individual freedom. We want our ability to be able to carve out our own lives, but at the same time, we want government to get the hell out of our lives. And that's what the capitalists are doing right now. And that's why I'm hoping that you're listening. Because we have to start acting politically. And I'm talking to all of you capitalists out there. This is a government made for the people and by the people, but if the people fall asleep at the wheel, we are going to see what has been happening to this country for the past 50 years. And that's why we have to stay vigilant. That's why you have to obtain your news and information from trusted sources and not just look at a bunch of talking heads on the television, which are nothing more than a CIA propaganda wing. It's time for you to wake up, and it's time for us to seize this government. And that's what we did. That's what we did when we elected Donald Trump. We seized this government. But folks, at every level, from the political class in Washington, D.C., to the deep state, to the legal systems of this country, to the media, to the international community, it is literally Donald Trump against the world. It's Donald Trump against the world. And folks, we as capitalists, we have to have his back. That's why I have not stopped doing these broadcasts, and that's why I continue to do this broadcast, even though, I want to be honest with you folks, it's draining the energy out of me. You understand? I'm an old man. You understand? It's draining the energy out of me, but if I don't do it, nobody's going to do it. You have to know that Trump in office right now is our last chance as the American people to seize power over this government. When we, as the people, fear the government, then we are oppressed people. But when the government fears the people, then we, the people, are a free people. Anyway, look, I'm calling out Jordan Peterson because he's a piece of communist trash. And if anybody knows his little Twitter account, let him know I'm doing it, because I'd like to hear his little pompous ass, "Hi, I'm Jordan Peterson, and I can just talk like this and pretend that I actually know something, and
I can just talk in this cadence and use sesquipedalian vocabulary to show off my intellectual prowess.
When all you're doing is talking a bunch of mumbo-jumbo. You know what you are, Jordan Peterson? You know what you are? You are a poor man's Tony Robbins. That's what you are, you asshole. All right? You're a poor man's Tony Robbins teaching in some 2-bit socialist scheme out there in Canada. So why don't you take your goddamn pseudo-intellectual ego and shove it right up your goddamn grinder-surfing poop hole, in my opinion. All right? Jesus Christ. So, what else are we going to freaking talk about tonight? Oh, yeah. In the third hour, we're going to get into some international relations out here. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, has called on the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and the Gulf states to counter Iran in the Middle East. And we're going to get into some extensive talks about that. We're also going to talk about how the United Nations came out today and linked North Korea to Syria's chemical weapons program. So that's very interesting that now the United Nations is now linking the chemical dispensary of weapons, which...
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like repairing a family's home after a water leak, helping pay for a wedding, and surprising a deserving child with a birthday party at the LA Zoo. And during the Honda Dream Garage Spring event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
I don't know if it was entirely a real scenario, but either way, they're trying to link North Korea to it, so this is something very interesting. So we're going to talk about that in the third hour. And finally, folks, Europe is on ice right now. If you happen to be in Europe, you know what I'm talking about. You're literally on ice. Europe on ice is happening right now, folks. It is unprecedented. It is unprecedented what's happening in Europe. Right now, folks, Europe is colder than the North Pole right now. And that is perplexing scientists. It's worrying a lot of people, because if that is correct, and these trends that have just miraculously happened continue, could it be, and I mean could it be, we are having a pole shift right before our very eyes? A pole shift. I'm not joking around. And for you folks that are trying to say that, oh, that's just ridiculous, Ghost, are you kidding me? A pole shift? Folks, through the geological digging. And, you know, I find it funny that geology, it's just like one of those scientists that no one ever gives a crap about, even though it has a physical record in the geological digs of what happened to the Earth throughout the eons and ions. And in the geologic record, it shows that the Earth has gone through all kinds of crap. It's gone through ice ages. It's gone through volcanic activity. It's gone through droughts. It's gone through pole shifts. It's gone through all kinds of things. And that's based upon the compacted sediment that when geologists pull up ground out of the ground, they take it out, and how they do this, folks, is they do this in conjunction with oil companies. Because oil companies are the ones that go and they dig these damn holes in the ground. And when they bring up this sediment, that's how a geologist can literally look at the compacted sediment on top of each other to basically figure out what exactly happened in a particular landmass. And to be honest with you, the reason geologists are an underrated science is because if you happen to be a geologist and you happen to be a science in the geologist arena, the oil companies typically, come and pick you up, because by that time, you typically know where oil is, And one of the geologists, and I went to UT, so, but this was a long time ago. This one geologist that was there is dead now, but he said that in his, and this was a geologist, man, that, knew where to find oil. I mean, he just taught because he liked to teach, and he was an old man, etc. But he said where you would find the most oil is underneath swamps. if you can dig underneath swamps, 90% of the time you are going to find oil. And it has to be a swamp that's been a swamp for many, many years, for at least since recorded history. And if you dig under there, you find oil, and he made a lot of money doing that. I remember talking to the man. He was a pretty good old man, etc. But anyway, are we going through a pole shift? And is that why right now Europe is on ice, and now the North Pole is thawing out, and the North Pole is warmer than Europe right now? It's unbelievable. I mean, the North Pole right now, folks, is at 35 degrees Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Celsius for all you European bastards. I mean, give me a break, man. It's the North Pole. That's the North Pole there. Anyway, folks, aside from that, let's just go ahead and get to the main strip of the broadcast out here. Let's just get on with it, and let's get to the cryptocurrency, and let's get to the financial hour. I'm sure everybody's anticipating that. Now, first and foremost, folks, I want to say that we are seeing a little bit of a dip right now as we speak in the cryptocurrency markets. Remember the last time we talked, the market was at about 460, 455 billion. Right now, the market is at $441 billion, and it has gone down throughout the day. I have been monitoring the cryptocurrency market cap. So $441 billion market cap for the entire cryptocurrency market. Now, why is crypto contracting? Well, folks, the dollar is rising. That's right, folks. The dollar is rising, and there's a lot of reasons for the dollar rising. I'm going to get to it in the stock portion of the financial hour. But remember, when the U.S. dollar rises, you're going to have people in this market want to cash out. And, because the dollar's valuable. And that's what you're seeing at this point in time. And the dollar still looks very, very good right now. U.S. dollar looks very good. And the reason I say that is the dollar today climbed above all the other major currencies, including the euro and the pound. So that's very, very interesting set of developments, and that's why you have a lot of people selling off today in the cryptocurrency markets. But let's get to it. Let's talk a little crypto, shall we? Let's get to Bitcoin, of course, the first kid on the blockchain. BTC is the symbol. Current market cap for Bitcoin is $176 billion. $176 billion. Circulating supply is 16.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone down 2.77%. Current price for Bitcoin, $10,424.50 per Bitcoin. Let's get to Ethereum. And look, you're going to see a lot of things in the red today because everybody's selling off because the dollar is good. So we're starting to see that type of pattern as it pertains to crypto. And the more and more those patterns look the same, that means that this is becoming a legit market. I'm talking crypto. Let's get to Ethereum, ETH. Current market cap is $84 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 98 billion in 98 million with an M, sorry. 98 million. If it was 98 billion, that'd be pretty screwed up. 98 million in circulation for Ethereum. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 2.57%. Current price for Ethereum is $858.09 per Ethereum. Bitcoin Cash, also a little bit in the red. Let's get to it. $20 billion market cap for BCH, Bitcoin Cash. The current circulating supply is 16.9 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash has gone down 3%. Current price for Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH, $1,209.52 per Bitcoin Cash. Let's get to Litecoin. And, I like Litecoin, but I don't like Charlie Lee. If anybody knows Charlie Lee, tell him to shut up! Shut up! All right, what do we got here? Litecoin, symbol LTC. Current market capitalization is $11 billion for Litecoin. The current circulating supply is 55 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Litecoin has gone down 6.49%. Current price for Litecoin, $204.32 per Litecoin. Let's get to Dash, folks. Remember, everything is in the red out here because the dollar is strong. The dollar is strong. DASH for Dash. Current market cap is $4.6 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 7.9 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Dash has gone down 4.88%. Current price for Dash, DASH, current price $585.34 per Dash. Let's get to Monero. I like Monero on the short and pattern trading end. It likes to run. Let's get to it. XMR is the symbol. Current market cap is $4.5 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 15.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Monero has gone down 4.83%. The current price for Monero, symbol XMR, $286.40 per Monero. Let's get to Nano, folks. I talked about this for the past several shows. It is the rebranding to Ryblocks, and I think that it's a pretty decent buy. And if you would have entertained it when I suggested it, you would have been making some pretty decent money, to say the least. Let's go ahead and get to Nano, Nano. Current market cap is $1.9 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply, folks, is 133,248,289. So only 133 million in circulation, and that's it. It will not mine anymore, so I guess that's what makes this so attractive. Aside from the technology, which you can do your own research about, this was listed at the top 3 coins that could double in 2018 by Fox Business and the Motley Fool. So take that with what you will, but let's get to the price. In the past 24 hours, though, Nano has gone down 3.27%. Current price for Nano, $14.77 per Nano crypto. Let's get to Quantum, QTUM. Current market cap is $1.9 billion market cap. The current circulating supply for Quantum, which is the Inner Circle and myself's biggest holding, besides 42 Coin, the current circulating supply is $73 million in circulation. Jesus Christ. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down 5.24%. The current price for Quantum, symbol QTUM, current price $26.47 per Quantum. Now, I want to be honest with you folks, all right? Yesterday was the last day I was going to drink, all right? I'm not kidding. I know I've said that a lot. I know people are like, here goes again. Here he goes. No, seriously, man. I got drunk last night with the True Capitalist Radio chat room, and that's it. I'm going to legitimately try to stop. You people on the internet need to stop sending me beer pics and telling me to have a drink and all that crap. So that's why I may be a little discombobulated today, because I may be, going through some withdrawal or some crap. But either way, no drinking. I got me a sody pop in a styrofoam cup, like I was sipping on the lean or something. But, yeah, man, this is what I'm talking about here. So I have to have a little bit of a soft drink, all right? I have to have a little bit of a soft drink. Anyway, sorry if I sound a little discombobulated. I'm stopping drinking here. No more beer. No more beer, all right? All right. Anyway, let's continue. We got Bitcoin Gold, folks, all right? Symbol BTG. All right, current market cap for Bitcoin Gold is $1.9 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 16.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Gold has gone down 6.24%. Current price for Bitcoin Gold, $113.21 per Bitcoin Gold. Now, let's get to Zcash. I'm telling you right now, is dirt cheap on Zcash. Dirt cheap. I mean, this is the time to get in. I'm telling you this right now. This is a very, very good price for Zcash. Let's get to it. ZEC, current market cap is $1.2 billion market cap. The current circulating supply, and this is another reason why I love this coin, is only 3.3 million in circulation. That's it. That's it. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down with every other cryptocurrency because of the high U.S. dollar value. It has gone down 5.93%. Current price for Zcash, symbol ZEC, current price $384.48 per Zcash. I'm telling you, it's time to buy. It's time to goddamn buy. And look, I'm just going through the damn list right now. All these damn coins are down. All of them. I mean, and you take a look, and this is another thing. Aside from the dollar value going up, all the new money that's coming into the cryptocurrency market is going to garbage shit coins. Excuse my French. It has to be said, but garbage coins. Now, let me take a look at the biggest gainers for today. Take a look at the biggest gainers, all right? In the past 24 hours, some shit coin by the name of Influx Coin has gone up 298%, all right? Another crap coin by the name of EncryptGen, 127.44% increase. I mean, who's heard of this crap? Who's heard of this garbage? And look at this Earthcoin. Oh, Jesus Christ. Earthcoin? Sounds like some climate change, global warming, leftist garbage. It's up 26.79%. I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, I've never even heard of any of these pieces of garbage, but this is where all the new money's going. This is where it's all going, folks, and at some point, this new money's going to be shaken out, and once it's shaken out, we're going to start seeing the money circulate in the real coins that have the real value, and you all know the value in cryptocurrency is not just a low circulation, but the technology. Technology. I've been saying that ever since I started this broadcast, and I hope some of you heed the call when I'm talking about there. Anyway, let's get to the last cryptocurrency, which is my cryptocurrency. Of course, the Inner Circle and myself are the official spokespeople for 42 Coin, and of course, the symbol on 42 Coin is 42. This is one of our main holdings besides Quantum. And we're definitely long-term on 42 Coin. We're not going anywhere on 42 Coin. Now, let's go ahead and get to this. Market capitalization for 42 Coin is $2.2 million market cap. And the circulating supply for 42 Coin is 42. 42, it's simple as that. There's only 42 coins in circulation. I'm telling you. And the Inner Circle and myself are trying to acquire as many as we freaking can. I'm not even joking around. We're trying to acquire as many as we can. Anyway, in the past 24 hours, 42 Coin has gone down because of the contraction. But no matter how bad the contraction is, folks, 42 Coin never goes under 50 grand. All right? Current price for 42 Coin, $52,940.70 per 42 Coin. And I'm a buy on 42 Coin. That's all I got to say about that, all right? Now, let's get to the stock market, commodities markets, all that other stuff. Oh, well, wait a minute. Before I do, let me go back to crypto for just a second, okay? Because I do want to talk about one crypto in general that went down dramatically today, and I want to talk about Z Classic, okay? That's ZCL. Now, I stated that Z Classic was a decent buy up until the hard fork that was announced that made the run on Z Classic. Now that the snapshot of the blockchain to gather around all the folks that actually own Z Classic was taken, it seems everybody has just completely dumped Z Classic just so that they could get the hard fork coin. And as a result, you had so many people that did that. This damn coin, folks, within the matter of less than a month, this coin has gone from almost $200 a coin to, let's take a look at it now. Let's just take a look at it now. Z Classic, ZCL, current market cap is $100 billion market cap. No, actually, excuse me. It's not 100. It's 100 million. It's $100 million market cap. $100 million market cap. The current circulating supply for Z Classic is still pretty low, man. 3.4 million in circulation. That's pretty decent. That's pretty low. 3.4 million. Now, in the past 24 hours, folks, this damn coin has gone down 70%. 70%. Now, in my opinion, folks, I would wait to see where the bottom is on this one if you want to capitalize off of the bottom feeding, because there was a lot of people that bought into this goddamn Z Classic, man. A lot of people. I mean, you got it as high as like $200. What is this? $235 is the highest it went. $235 people are holding the bag at. And the current price right now, folks, is $29.28. Damn, man, I'm telling you, that's why you always have to monitor your investments. Always. I mean, that's the first thing that any capitalist does. You have to monitor your investments because at any time, something like this can happen. Because if it was as easy for you folks to just buy and hold on and you just get richer without doing a goddamn thing, and it wouldn't be capitalism, all right? It wouldn't be capitalism. Now, let's get to the stock markets because we have a lot of things to talk about in the stock market. Now, the stocks, folks, dropped today in the worst monthly decline than we've seen in 4 years. Now, I did some research on this, and the reason that we're seeing stocks drop to a 4-year decline, lowest decline in 4 years, or lowest monthly decline in 4 years, is because the treasuries, once again, continue to go up. Treasuries, bonds, they're also at a 4-year high. Is that a coinkydink? I think not. And as I stated, folks, because we're seeing a rise in bonds and the bond yields are going up that much higher, that means that investors in the international community are not willing to purchase our bonds because really, folks, when they're purchasing our bonds, they're purchasing our debt. That's how come we can continue to rack up a debt. When you see the national debt at $20 trillion and you're asking yourself, who the hell do we owe all this money to? It's all these people that purchased these bonds. And because we had these goddamn shutdowns that was initiated by the Democrats, which initiated a government shutdown based upon illegal immigrants, that just goes to show you, once again, the Democrats are anti-American pieces of trash. They only stand up for people that come into this damn country illegally or criminals. But because of the government shutdown, and because the government continues to kick this can down the road of our fiscal budget, the investors are becoming spooked, and they don't want to purchase our bonds. They're not coming to the bond auction sales. And what the Treasury has to do is increase the bond yields so that the bondholders will be like, well, okay, I can live with that bond. Let's go ahead and buy it. You're making it interesting now. You're compensating the risk by raising the bond yield, so I appreciate it. And that's how we're able to continue to pay our debt, folks. So once again, worst stock decline in a month in the past 4 years. Worst monthly stock decline in 4 years. And at the same time, we also have the biggest hike in bond yields and in treasuries in 4 years. So that's not a coinkydink at all. And another thing that spooked the markets, folks, aside from yields going up in bonds and treasuries, we also have the Federal Reserve factor to consider. Now, this is going to be a very interesting week, to say the least, because the Federal Reserve Chairman, or the new Federal Reserve Chairman, was his name, Jerome Powell, is going to testify in front of the Senate Banking Committee on this Thursday. And that's probably because they want to hear what Powell has to say outside of the statements that he gave here today. Now, the statements that the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell gave today spooked the markets because aside from Powell saying that the economy is doing well and we're seeing growth and there's an increase in the job market, all these positives in the American economy, he suggested that the 3 interest rate hikes that are scheduled for fiscal year 2018 should turn into 4 interest rate hikes. And when they heard that in the stock market, they were like, sell, sell, sell. And that's what I've been telling each and every one of you folks. If the Federal Reserve decides to raise interest rates at a very rapid pace, then that means that the dollar is going to be that much more valuable, and that's going to make the equities and the commodities go down in price because the dollar is that much more valuable. Now, I don't think that it's to our best interest right now to have a valuable dollar, to be completely honest with you, specifically now that we're making America great again with the capitalist policies. I mean, we need the dollar to stay a little bit weak. Now, what Mnuchin, which is the Treasury Secretary, and Donald Trump are doing, they're trying to cut off the Fed at the pass, all right? They're trying to cut the Fed off at the pass because even though the Fed may suggest that they're going to raise interest rates 4 times in fiscal year 2018, you notice that now President Trump has no problem spending lots of government money. And by doing so, and not to mention basically egging on the freaking Democrats to shut down the government, they've caused the bond yields and the Treasury yields to go up. And as a result, he's pacified everybody in Congress by basically writing a blank check for whatever the hell they want. And to be honest with you folks, right now, I know this is hard to believe, but right now that may be good for us because we need something to cool the value of the dollar down so that not only does our economy flourish properly, our currency is congruent with some of the major economies that we can compete. If our dollar is so valuable, we can't pay for inexpensive labor. We can't pay for inexpensive parts. We can't pay for inexpensive transportation of goods. I mean, do you understand? I mean, a valuable dollar right now, as we're emerging out of the Obama recession, I should say the depression, I mean, it's not good to have a valuable dollar because then everything is going to go haywire. Dollars are going to be scarce. Do you understand that? I mean, when the dollar is valuable, no one wants to spend it. They want to acquire it, just like a cryptocurrency. And when the value of the dollar goes up, no one is going to spend their dollars, man. No one's going to spend it. And when no one's spending their dollars because the dollar value is going up, you're not going to have money exchanging hands in every market across America. And because there's not people spending their money because the value of the dollar is valuable, you're going to have all this economic growth that was brought in by Trump go to nothing. Now, whether that's by design, by these globalists, it's up to you to figure out, but I personally believe it is. But that's why I'm trying to explain to you what Trump is doing and Mnuchin are doing by signing these ridiculous bills that are costing more and more debt. You know? Anyway, let me continue going, folks. I hope that you all understood that. I know that's a bunch of financial mumbo-jumbo, but that's literally what's happening here in the market today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bad market that they talked about. Dow Jones Industrial, folks, down today, 380.83 points. That's a pretty low. I mean, one day, 300 point. Look, folks, the bottom line is that it's obvious that everybody is against our president. Everybody. And we have to have the will to stay on his side, not just to support him because he's our president, but to support him because we need his policies to continue to be passed. We need his spirit to be contagious to the country. I mean, this is a man that gave up his wealth, risking his life, risking his family, so that he could save this country. And look at all this garbage that the president has to go through just to get one thing passed. You know, just to get the tax cuts passed. All this compromise, all this bullshit. Excuse my French. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's why we have to continue to back up the president, man. I mean, if you have social media, I mean, promote that you want to make America great again, that you are for Trump. Do not be afraid to show it. Don't fear goddamn censorship.
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like repairing a family's home after a water leak, helping pay for a wedding, and surprising a deserving child with a birthday party at the LA Zoo. And during the Honda Dream Garage Spring event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
The only reason that you're seeing censorship, folks, is because the people that are censoring you, they think that when the Democrats take control again, and the leftists take control again, that they are going to be the ones in charge. That the Democrats are going to have them take control of, let's say, the Silicon Valley, the internet. And by the way, why are all the Silicon Valley oligarchs, why are they all Democrats? Why are they all pro-Obama? Because Obama loved the fact that they had an agreement with one another to be able to identify people at will. All the data, all the collected, cultivated data that these companies have gotten on you, they have sold to the government. Do you understand that? They've sold it to the government. If you don't believe me, look it up for your goddamn self. So that's why Obama the Silicon Valley assholes are all pro-Obama. They did pretty good business with Obama, not to mention Obama gave them a lot of money in stimulus package 2. Obama gave them a lot of money in all these omnibus bills and all this bull crap. And if you don't believe me, trace back the bucks. I mean, how do you think Elon Musk is all of a sudden this miraculous big-time scientist? I mean, where the hell did this idiot get all this research and development money to play mad scientist while he's out here banging, Amanda Heard? Well, hopefully she sucks him dry. I mean, where did he get all this money? He got it from Obama! Elon Musk got $4 billion of our tax money so he could play like he's Tesla. This guy's a phony! I'm sick of seeing Elon Musk's stupid face. All this asshole did, folks, was help create PayPal, okay? That's all Elon Musk did. That's all Elon Musk did. Stop putting this asshole on some pedestal. He's done nothing, all right? Obama gave him all this money so that he can create the SpaceX and the Hyperloop and this ridiculous battery and all these stupid Tesla cars. Ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. And I'm sick of Elon Musk, man. I want to be honest with you. We should go out and we should audit Elon Musk and we should take back all the money that we've given that son of a bitch because he's produced nothing. He's produced not one goddamn thing. You know what he's done? He's utilized the SpaceX program to market his freaking useless cars. That's what he did. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm Elon Musk. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to launch one of my Tesla cars into space, and we're going to chuck it into space, and we're going to make sure that the Mars gravitational pull brings it in, and the car is going to circulate Mars until the end of time. I mean, is this Peter Pan saying this crap? I mean, I can't believe people are falling for this, man. And you know something? This whole system, the elites of this whole world, are incrementally trying to get more and more ridiculous with their feats, and just to see if you idiots you idiots can even fall for this or even appreciate it. I mean, give me a freaking break. Launching a freaking Tesla car. Jesus Christ. I'm so sick of what they're trying to shove down our throats. Like the goddamn radiation supposed radiation out there in outer space isn't going to disintegrate this car. I mean, get the hell out of here! Stupid! Anyway, look, S&P's down. Dow Jones is down 380.83 points. All right, closing out the Dow Jones Industrial at 25,029.20 points. All right, the S&P 500 also down 30.45 points, a percentage decrease of 1.11%, closing out the S&P 500 at 2,713.83 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. Or excuse me, the S&P 500. Jesus Christ, I'm all over the freaking plate. What a day to stop drinking, for Christ's sake, man! What a day to stop drinking! I want to drink, for Christ's sake! I want to drink! I want to freaking drink! Damn it! Oh! I'm sorry, folks. Obviously, I'm having a problem here. I'm having a freaking problem. Give me the mic. I'm having a freaking problem here or something, man. I don't know. I mean, I just got freaking production notes freaking here, for Christ's sake, man. I'm freaking sweating, man. I'm freaking sweating. The air conditioning's on at 69 degrees. I'm freaking sweating in here. I'm sweating and I'm cold. What the hell is that? I mean, what the hell's going on? Ah! Let me have some freaking sody pop, I guess. Sure as hell doesn't do much, I'll tell you that. Anyway, look, let's get to the NASDAQ, all right? NASDAQ also down 57.35 points, a percentage decrease of 0.78%, closing out the NASDAQ at 7,273.01 points for the NASDAQ composite. All right, let's get to the damn commodities. Now, folks, we saw oil go down, and the reason that we saw oil go down is all of a sudden there's not a supply shortage anymore. So that's why we're seeing some red in energy, and at the same time the dollar value has gone up. So let's take a look at it. WTI sweet crude is down 11 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.18%. Closing out WTI at $61.53 per WTI sweet crude barrel. We've got Brent crude also down 85 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.28%. Closing out Brent crude at $65.78 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline also down 0.03%, natural gas down 0.19%, and heating oil is up very modestly 0.01%. Let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! We got gold down today, folks, 70 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.05%, closing out gold at $1,317.20 per troy ounce of gold. We got silver also down today, 2 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.13%, closing out silver at $16.39 per troy ounce of silver. We've got copper down today, 0.14%. Platinum is down 0.32%. Let's get to agriculture, shall we? Grains. Let's get to corn. It's down 0.26%. Wheat is up 0.20%. Oats is unchanged. Rough rice is down 0.32%. Soybean is down 0.26%. Soybean oil is down 0.06%. Canola is down 0.10%. Let's get to the soft, shall we? We've got cocoa finally coming down. It is down 0.40%. Coffee, hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. Please don't talk. Shut up! We've got coffee up today, 0.74%. Sugar is up 3.96% on the day for sugar. Good God. On a low day, it's up almost 4%. Come on now. We've got orange juice up 0.45%. Cotton is up 0.83%. Lumber is down 1.95%. Rubber is down 0.67%. And ethanol is unchanged. Let's get to livestock, shall we? We got live cattle down 0.78%. Cattle feeder is down 1.47%. And lean hog, lean hog is down 3.90% on the day. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? And all you idiots on Gab, shut up! Stop sending me people chugging beer! Shut up! Anyway, look, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to ask everybody to please spread this show link around like wildfire and let everybody that you know, let them know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, folks, all right? You can get there by typing in your browser right now, gab.ai. And when you get to that social media, you can follow me at Gab under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And, of course, if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room right now and have exclusive content, exclusive everything, I mean, by God, go to my Gab account right now and subscribe, baby! We are well over 100 subscribers now, and I want to thank everybody who's out there who's supporting the True Capitalist Radio. We are over 100. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. And you want to come in here, I'll be chilling after the show in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And if you want to chill with us and you want to become a member, go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. Subscribe, baby, and let me tell you something. It's a blast. Everybody that's in there loves being in there. We're doing all kinds of little shenanigans. I mean, it's beautiful. Come in with us, baby. Come and hang out with us. Come talk capitalism with us. Come talk politics with us. Come do some internet tomfoolery with us. Come drink with us. Come on, man. Come on. Go to Politics Ghost on Gab and subscribe, baby. And once you subscribe, hit me up with a private message on Gab and let me know your Discord name so I can give you an exclusive link to the Discord chat. I'm telling you this right now. I'm having a good goddamn time in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. I'm going to tell you that right now. Anyway, now that we got that all out of the way, I guess it's about that time for, chat room shout-outs. Am I right, engineer? All right, well, right now, we're going to do some chat room shout-outs before the Gab shout-outs. You know what, this chat room, man, I mean, I don't even know, man. I don't even know what's going on, all right? Anyway, let's just go ahead. Wait a minute, I think they want to say something. You want to say something? Yeah, I think they want to say something on the microphone again. All right, let's go ahead and let's put them on the microphone. Come on, man. Here it is. Let's put them on, man. Engineer, can you put them on, please? Jones talk.
Happy month, everybody. How are you doing? From nobody. Oh, he's
All right. Shut them off, engineer. Shut their asses off. Good God. Anyway, folks, once again, we are going to, take some chat room shout-outs right now. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, who do we got here? We got the Texas Postards. Yeah, shove it up your ass with that, man. We got Sparked in the house. What's going on? We've got Cash Money. We got Andrew in the place. Aqua La Templeton. You shut up. Shut up. Stop talking about my damn dog, you fruit bowl. We got Beatnik Hearse. What a Beatnik Hearse? What the hell is that? You son of a... God damn it! Not again! Damn it! Not again! Not a goddamn again! Stop making me say racist garbage, man! Stop it! Stop it now! Just stop it! Here we go again. Give me the mic! The goddamn mic, for Christ's sake, man. This is my own chat room here, folks. Y'all are listening to this, right? This is my own goddamn chat room. Jesus Christ. We got Virgil, whoever the hell Virgil is. We got Tard Wrangler Lawyer Kush. We've got Birds of Prey. We got BN King in the house. Burger Planet with a spam sandwich. What the hell does that mean? Don't talk about that asshole in this broadcast, boy. That guy's a Bernie Bro loser, and that's all there is to it. Buzz Aldrin! Get Buzz Aldrin out of here! Buzz Aldrin. We got Corn Blaster in the house. Crockett went on his knees. You son of a bitch! Don't talk about the Texas Martyrs! Don't talk about the Texas Martyrs, you son of a bitch! You're talking about the Texas Martyrs like that? How dare you? How goddamn dare you? Don't you dare talk about the Texas Martyrs like that! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Give me the mic! That goddamn mic! Don't you dare! Crypto market crash by Albinomics? Fuck you, asshole! Shut up, or I'm gonna stop taking chat room shoutouts and put you tards in the chat room martial law. You understand me? I'll put you tards in the chat room martial goddamn law. Enough. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, you sons of bitches, man. I'm telling you, see, yeah. I was all hype about doing the show today. I was all hype about doing this crap, and then I start doing it, and this is the kind of garbage I get, man. This is the kind of garbage I get. Jesus Christ. Dead Jehudis on ice. We got Dyke Sporting Goods. Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have? We got Ghost drives a Ching Chong car. I don't drive no goddamn Ching Chong car. What are you talking about? Ghost is Skip Bayless. No, I'm freaking Skip Bayless. Are you kidding me? That fruit bowl Skeletor-looking bastard. Ghost loves Dogecoin. I know who the hell that is. Go shove it up your ass, all right? Got some Doge lover in the goddamn freaking chat like it's such a... Oh, no, you don't understand. Dogecoin is a legit investment. You're an idiot. That's what you are. You're a moron. who is making meme coins a legitimate investment. Take your autism bucks and shove them up your cheese hole. Who else do we have here? We got Hal Turner. Shut up. That ain't Hal Turner. Shut up. Hemorrhoid strike? What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? We got Howard Stern. Get Howard Stern's ass out of here. Get out of here. Humpty Ghost sat on a wagon. Yeah, shove it up. You go suck my... Never mind. Jane Walker, Second Harvest. Look, don't even go there, you asshole. I don't even want to be reminded about that crap. I don't even want to be reminded. I don't want to be reminded about that garbage. Give it a mic. Yeah, did you hear? Huh? Johnny Walker is now releasing a Jane Walker label. I mean, what? What? Why? Why would you do that, Johnny Walker? You goddamn Euro cuck bastards? Why? I mean, what is Jane Walker anyway? A pansexual Peter Puffer? A gender-fluid fondling piece of crap?
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like repairing a family's home after a water leak, helping pay for a wedding, and surprising a deserving child with a birthday party at the LA Zoo. And during the Honda Dream Garage Spring event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know. Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like repairing a family's home after a water leak, helping pay for a wedding, and surprising a deserving child with a birthday party at the LA Zoo. And during the Honda Dream Garage Spring event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
Jane Walker, I can't believe you did that, Johnny. I can't believe it. Look, I appreciate Johnny Walker for you guys releasing the Ghost and Rare blue label because of, yours truly. But by God, you went too far putting a goddamn broad on a scotch bottle. I mean, broads don't drink scotch. Broads drink fruity drinks. Like, what do they drink? Freaking Cosmopolitans or whatever the hell they drink. Anyway, look, I don't want to be reminded of that again. You idiots in the chat room, shut up, man. What's up to Matt in the Hat? What's up to Mile High? What's up, No Guns for Knee Guards? Oh, stupid son of a... God damn it! Look, that's it. I'm not doing any more goddamn chat room shout-outs, man. I mean, this goddamn chat room, I can't believe you could do this shit to me. This is my chat room over here, and look at them. They're freaking laughing. They're laughing. They're goddamn... My damn chat room! This is my goddamn chat room, for Christ's sake! Jesus Christ! Give me the goddamn freaking mic, man! Give me a mic! I'm just so sick of this chat room now, man. I thought you were my friends, for Christ's sake, man. I thought we were doing something. I thought we were having some kind of kinship. We were chilling and doing goddamn internet tomfoolery. Jesus Christ, man. Thought we had something going here. We got a Selexia in here. Southern Poverty Law Center. Support the Jew and subscribe. I'm not a Jew. Is that the pet Mexican? Put the pet Mexican in a goddamn woodshed and shove a goddamn hot burrito up his pooper. Shove it. Shove it way up there therapist Tamale Colon. Son of a bitch. Saucy Boy in the house. Edgar Edge. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? Release the info on Trumpin'. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? All right, put these assholes on chat room martial law. We're going to do some goddamn Gab shout-outs, all right? I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm just going to go ahead and do some damn Gab shout-outs. That's enough. Are there any goddamn Gab shout-outs? Well, before I ask the engineer, if you want a Gab shout-out, all you have to do is go to my Gab account right now and like the first post that you see on my Gab account. Politics Ghost, like the first post that says live. True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. If you go ahead and like that post, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast. Do we have any goddamn Gab shout-outs, engineer? All right, well, let's get to some damn Gab shout-outs right now. All right, who do we got here? All right, we got, I'm not going to say that stupid goddamn name. My friends are Snickers. What the hell is that? I don't understand what that... Why are y'all making me say this garbage? Let's all be nerds? You stupid dumb idiot. Shut up. The Texas Fakers? Shut up! Shut up now! Don't talk about the Texas Martyrs, asshole! Szechuan Coin, asshole. Szechuan Coin? Soda equals cuck beer? Look, man, you have to understand, all right? I know you assholes are... make fun of me because I'm trying to stop drinking and all this stuff, and I know it's a big goddamn joke, and but by God, man, I've got to I gotta stop, man. I gotta clean out a little bit, man. I'm not even joking around. All right? I've got to stop for a little bit. And I hope that at least some of you give a goddamn. I got freaking ulcers in my stomach, for Christ's sake, and I continue to drink like I don't give a crap. So stop telling me to drink. Jesus Christ, it's affecting my health, all right? It's affecting my goddamn health. Even though I want to drink, I really do want a goddamn beer. I really do want to drink right now. I really do want to drink right now. I got 3 beers in the goddamn ice chest. I purposely told the engineer not to pack any beer, but goddamn, just stop! You people on Gab, shut up and stop it! Y'all should be encouraging me, for Christ's sake. Alex Jones, too much super male vitality. Whoever did that name, are you referring to the allegations that have come about on Alex Jones that he sexually harassed some people or something? I mean, I sincerely hope that's not the truth. Alex, I mean, come on, man. Come on, Alex. I mean, my filters. I mean, is it too much? Is it really too much super male vitality? I mean, did I actually make a meme come true? Yeah, this is Alex Jones here, and I want everybody to know that you got to get the super male vitality that gives you the big ass boner, and then my filters. I guess so. I have no idea. But anyway, let's continue going. And wait a minute, hold on. What the hell is this? Why are you forwarding me somebody splashing Johnny Walker in their face? Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. Some asshole just gabbed at me some picture of some asshole chugging Johnny Walker. Leave me alone, man. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. I really want to drink, man. This is not funny. This is not something to troll about. I want to drink, man. I want a goddamn drink. And I'm trying to stop, and you assholes are not helping one bit. You assholes are not, you're not helping one goddamn bit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And look, give me the mic. Look at this. Why are you gabbing me this crap? I know want a drink, man. Now, they've gagged me some broad who's chugging a beer, and she's chugging it so fast, the beer is literally going over the glass, over her mouth, and into her breasts. I mean, why are you all doing it? Leave me alone! Look at my gab! They've got some broad chugging a beer with beer coming down on her freaking tits, man! Look at my gab! Oh, God! Look, stop gabbing me people drinking, man. I'm getting all kinds of people gabbing me people drinking. I don't want to see people drinking. I want to drink. I want to drink. That's why I'm stumbling over my own tongue over drinking. I'm freaking sweating and I'm freezing. I'm freaking sweating and I'm freezing, for Christ's sake. Oh, God, man. Oh. I can't take this garbage anymore. Stop it. All you want, girl, freaking stop it. All of you on Gab, please stop. Just stop it. Get a goddamn... Freaking sweating, man. I'm freaking freezing. I'm agitated. My brain's in all kinds of different directions. For Christ's sake, I definitely want a goddamn drink. And you assholes aren't helping? You guys aren't helping, for Christ's sake? And wait a minute, why are you suggesting to me that wheatgrass enemas are good for ulcers? Look, stop trying to help me, man. Everybody on Gab, stop gabbing me already, all right? I mean, seriously, you people are not helping. You people are not helping. Wheatgrass enemas. Oh, Jesus, you people are sick, man. You people are sick. You people are sick assholes. Johnny had a sex change. Shut up! Shut up! Ghost drinks more soy than alcohol. Boy, I don't drink no goddamn soy. Don't you dare make that goddamn accusation. Don't you dare. Don't you even goddamn dare. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake, man? Davy Moon Cricket. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Falcon Punch. What the hell does that mean? Jesus Christ. We got Supa in the house. Who else the hell do we have here? Look, stop gabbing me freaking drinking crap. Stop it. God. Jesus Christ. We got Remington in the house. What's going on? We got the Nut Buster. We've got Genius with a girl penis. Oh, good God. What the hell? Not this again. Not this. Please, not this, all right? Not this tranny. No. The New Guinea shimmy. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Ghost drinks purple drink. I wish I drank something. Let me tell you something. I really do want a drink, man. I'm not joking around. I mean, this is not a joke. Never in my life, I'm going to be honest with you, never in my goddamn life would I ever thought that I'd be this addicted to alcohol. But this just goes to show you, boys and girls, that if you drink on a consistent basis for a long period of time, this crap is going to happen to you, all right? So this should go to show you that you should take your drinking a little bit more moderately, to say the least, all right? That's all I'm saying. Who else do we have here? We got Despair Chucker Drug with Trucks. What the hell does that mean? I don't even know. Butt Chug Ghostler, asshole. Butt Chug Ghostler. Just shut up, man. I'm getting so sick of this stupid Gab shout-out crap. The Yellow Crisis Actor of Texas. You son of a... No. that's it, man. I'm not taking any more goddamn Gab shout-outs. I'm not taking any more shout-outs, man. I'm not taking any more goddamn shout-outs. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you people are doing, for Christ's sake, man. Give me the damn mic. Give me the mic. Jesus, man. I really do want to drink some beer. Folks, I'm not even going to be, I'm just going to be honest. And this is really what's bothering me today. So, look, shut up on Gab. And you people, look at, they're laughing in the goddamn chat room. These assholes are goddamn laughing again. They're laughing. They're freaking laughing. Look. 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 Oh, damn it. Oh, God damn it. Look, I got to stop, man. I got to stop wasting time here. I got a lot of things to talk about, man. I really could use a drink, man. I'm not even freaking joking. I'm sweating and I'm cold. I'm sweating and I'm cold. Give me the mic. I'm moving on, folks. Screw you people on the internet, man. I'm sitting here, I'm having a little bit of trouble, and you people don't even give a crap. You're freaking encouraging me to drink, for Christ's sake, man. I can't believe you people, man. Seriously. I can't believe you people, man. I really do freaking want to drink, man. I'm not even joking, man. Let me have this freaking sody pop. All right. I'm just so pissed, man. I'm so pissed off. Let me tell you why I'm pissed off, okay? First of all, obviously I want to drink, all right? But I'm really pissed off at you people. At you people that are taking glee in my misery. You people are laughing at my misfortune. And that hurts. That freaking hurts me right freaking here in the heart. Damn you. What is this? Dudes with fallopian tubes. Dudes with fallopian tubes. Get this mic out of my face. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Enough, man. Enough. 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 I've had enough of this garbage, man. I'm not paying attention to Gab or the chat room. I'm not paying attention to Gab or the chat room, so you can all laugh your asses off all you want to. I don't give a crap. Give me the freaking mic, man. Damn it. Jesus Christ, man. Ah! I want a drink! Let me just calm down, man. I just got to calm down a little bit, man. I mean, I'd like to calm down, but I got these freaking troll terrorists and cyber vermin not giving a crap. Not giving one crap about Ghost here. Not giving one crap. I'm just going to move on with the broadcast, folks. I'm sorry. I know I'm going too off keister out here, and I'm sorry, man. I can't. I'm trying here. Look, let me go ahead and move on with the goddamn show. That's all I can do, man. Shut up on the chat room. Shut up. Freaking implement chat room law! Chat room martial law! Chat room martial law! Chat room martial law! If you sons of bitches don't shut your ass! Jesus Christ! I'm moving on with the broadcast, folks. Screw these people, all right? None of you people give a crap. You people are encouraging me to drink, and you don't care. I'm moving on with the show. I've got production notes right fucking here. Excuse my French. And I handwrite these things every damn day by myself. This show is serious business, man. Anyway, look, I'm moving on, man. Let's just talk about President Trump, all right? Let's just move on with the broadcast already, man. I've already wasted enough time with you troll terrorists and cyber vermin, man. I've already wasted enough goddamn time. Let's talk about President Trump, for heaven's sake, man. Thank God we have a capitalist president in the White House, and thank God this man is not just capitalist, but he's fearless. And I'm glad that he's finally coming out, folks. God damn it, I'm trying to catch my breath, but I'm so goddamn angry. I'm finally glad that he's calling out the Attorney General of the United States, and I'm talking about Jeff Sessions. I'm talking about this wolf in sheep's clothing. This man that the president thought he could trust. I'm talking about the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions. The president came out and called him out. He called him out. And the reason that he's calling out Jeff Sessions is because Jeff Sessions isn't doing one goddamn thing about the blatant criminality, about the blatant corruption that is happening within the Department of Justice and the FBI. He refuses to prosecute these people. How much more evidence do we need? So Jeff Sessions came out today and tried to, I guess, throw some kind of panacea on the whole subject matter of this FISA court manipulation by utilizing the Russian dossier to obtain means of surveillance on Trump surrogates. And everybody knows that this Russian dossier was an absolute lie, first and foremost. And we now know that the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton paid for the dossier, and this dossier was comprised by a secret agent of England who subcontracted Russians in Russia to comprise the Russian dossier. Now, how that isn't collusion, I have no idea. And that's why the president is pissed at Jeff Sessions, because Jeff Sessions himself should be assigning a prosecutor to look into the abuse of power that the Obama administration asserted when issuing this FISA warrant on Trump during a goddamn presidential campaign. I've been saying it, and I'll say it again. The Democrats are at the bottom of weaponizing the Department of Justice and weaponizing the FBI. And that's why they continue this whole Russia-Trump charade, because they're deflecting on their connections with Russia. It was Barack Obama and his Secretary of State at the time, Hillary Clinton, that sold off 20% of America's uranium. Do you understand that? Our uranium to create nuclear weapons. This asshole Obama and his stupid Secretary of State, and of course, who was the FBI director back then when this transaction of America's 20% of their uranium went to the Russians? None other than Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller, the guy who was appointed by the Deputy Attorney General to investigate this Russia-Trump connection. And I'm glad that the president is calling out Jeff Sessions, because Jeff Sessions is one two-bit establishment scumbag. He has literally sat on his southern thumb for the past year and has done nothing. Meanwhile, the Department of Justice and the FBI continue to ruin the integrity of the judicial branch with their criminality and corruption. And that's why I keep asking you folks, are these people too big to jail? Are these people above the law? I'm talking about Peter Strzok. I'm talking about Lisa Page. I'm talking about Bruce Orr and his wife Nellie Orr. I'm talking about Comey. I'm talking about all these corrupt scumbags. They all conspired to remove a duly elected president. These people thought that they could politicize our branches of government to believe that they are the kingmakers of this country. They attempted to utilize institutions of our government to make themselves kingmakers of America. This should piss everybody off, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. This should piss you all off. And why the Attorney General refuses to do a goddamn thing is beyond me. But let me tell you something. Attorney General Jeff Sessions came out today in an attempt to try to pacify people, throw a panacea and say, well, what we're doing is we are investigating the Obama administration and their FISA abuses, but we're going to let the Inspector General run his investigation and he'll give us the findings. I mean, folks, the FBI used the same damn excuse when Wray, the FBI director, was testifying in front of Congress, okay? That's why the FBI director is not doing anything to the people that are in his organization that are criminally corrupt and politicize the FBI, because he's using the same excuse as the goddamn DOJ. They're going to let the Inspector General do his independent investigation and see the results. So what if the Inspector General highlights all the corruption and criminality within the DOJ and the FBI? He has no prosecution power. His word is just that, a word. There's no legal binding. There's nothing. And that's why for Jeff Sessions to come out here and try to suggest that he is actually doing his job by suggesting that the Inspector General is investigating the Obama administration and their FISA abuses is a freaking moot point. Because even if they do find something, it's up to somebody to prosecute these people. And that's what Jeff Sessions should have done to begin with. He should have assigned a prosecutor to investigate Obama and the FISA abuses and the abuses in the FBI and the abuses in the DOJ, but for whatever reason, Jeff Sessions refuses to do it. He's an establishment scumbag. It's more than apparent at this point in time. He has backstabbed Trump. I mean, how much more evidence do we need if there was a conspiracy to remove Trump from power? And they utilized the FBI, the DOJ, and now Robert Mueller's special counsel. And I'm telling you right now, Robert Mueller's special counsel should be disbanded. And if you want my opinion, Robert Mueller himself should be investigated. This asshole, when he was asked to investigate Russia-Trump, he comprised his prosecution team of nothing but anti-Trump and pro-Hillary prosecutors. I mean, why do you think that he had to fire or let go, quote-unquote, of Peter Strzok? Because this asshole went above and beyond his authority, and it could have jeopardized his prosecution. Now, why it hasn't jeopardized the integrity of Robert Mueller's special counsel is beyond me. But by God, there is so much corruption and so much favoritism and partisanship and so much political weaponization in Robert Mueller's special counsel, it needs to be disbanded. Now Robert Mueller is wanting to go after the President of the United States business dealings in 2014. Now why is he doing that? Because apparently the President owned Miss Universe at that time and may or may not have had a couple of Russian broads that happened to attend a goddamn Miss Universe contest, and because those Russian broads were accompanied, may or may not be accompanied by state people or state officials, now Robert Mueller is going to go after Donald Trump's finances. You know, folks, this goes beyond the scope of what Robert Mueller was supposed to investigate. He's abusing his power, and he needs to be stopped. That's why I keep telling each and every one of you that are listening to me, call your congressman, email this son of a bitch, tweet at that son of a bitch and say, we need an end to the Robert Mueller special counsel witch hunt. It's been over a year, and they haven't found nothing. No Russia-Trump connection. They've found nothing. He has spent almost $10 million investigating nothing. And everybody that he is attempting to prosecute, it has nothing to do with Russia-connected crap. He's prosecuting Manafort for not registering as a freaking foreign agent and some kind of freaking IRS fraud. Nothing to do with the Russia-Trump connection. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this Robert Mueller and his damn hog jowls being on television all the time, walking around as if he's freaking Elliot Ness or something. Robert Mueller is as corrupt as the swamp in Washington, D.C. Why do you think each and every one of those swamp assholes, whether it's either the Democrats or the Republicans, all say, oh, Robert Mueller has integrity and he's an honest man. Blah, 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 blah. You want to know why they say that? Because he's a good cover-up asshole. And I've said this and I'll say it again. He was the guy who was in charge of the FBI that told the FBI to confiscate every goddamn piece of footage that had a line of sight to the Pentagon that could have potentially taped whatever hit the damn Pentagon on 9/11/2001. It was Robert Mueller. And where are those tapes? How come the FBI won't release those tapes so we can exactly see what hit the damn Pentagon? Because he's covering something up, folks. That's why everybody in Washington, D.C. loves Robert Mueller, because he knows he's a good cleanup guy and he plays ball for the Washington, D.C. swamp. They're all a community out there, folks. That fucking town in Washington, D.C. is literally a criminal organization. And they think and they believe that they own us. And the more that they pacify us with media, video games, football, and other stupid, ridiculous activities that encompass our time, it gives them the time and capability to take away our rights. And that's why I'm telling you, if you are a part of the Trump train, it's time to start putting the pressure on the politicians. And believe me, even if you send a tweet at one of these congressmen and tell them, look, I'm a part of your constituency, end this Robert Mueller special investigation that has gone nowhere. It's a witch hunt. Believe me, as many of you people that do that at your congressman, they're going to get it. They're going to get it, and they're going to have to take that into consideration. And the more of us that do it, the more of us that demand for it, they're going to have to take it serious, because Robert Mueller's special counsel has produced nothing. It's produced nothing. Why isn't Robert Mueller going after Hillary goddamn Clinton? Huh? Why? Why? Piece of crap. Anyway, look, I'm tired of talking about all this corruption that's within our goddamn government. I'm so sick of it. It's right in front of your goddamn faces, America, and you're just like, no, I don't want to believe that my government is a criminal organization. I don't want to believe that my government... It's in your face! It's in your goddamn face! Wake up, you morons! Robert Mueller and his special counsel needs to end. All right? It needs to end. It's been over a year, and now all he's doing is trying to dissect the damn business, the business papers and the business records of Donald Trump before he was president. Before he was president. You're going beyond the scope, Mueller, and as far as I'm concerned, I'd be completely okay if the President of the United States fires Robert Mueller. I'm serious. Fires Robert Mueller. And look, maybe the Democrats are going to cry foul. You're going to have the mainstream media talking about, oh, he's a dictator and whatnot. Hey, Robert Mueller has not produced one goddamn shred of evidence that connects to Trump or collusion or anything. Why isn't Robert Mueller indicting Hillary Clinton? Why isn't Robert Mueller indicting the Democrats? Why isn't Robert Mueller going after Christopher Steele or Fusion GPS? Because he's a part of it, folks. All right? Robert Mueller's a part of it, and he's a piece of trash. And I can't believe that we're still falling for the garbage that they tell us in Washington, D.C. That's why I keep telling you, 2018 is serious business. We cannot allow these damn establishment bureaucrats on both sides of the aisle to win. These people in Washington, D.C. do not have our best interest at hand. You remember, folks, that the reason that we're supposed to send these assholes out to Washington is because they're supposed to represent their constituency, not be anointed to make whatever laws they see fit, like many of these assholes in Washington, D.C. do. And speaking of which, let's talk about that for a little bit. Let's talk about Trump having a meeting, a bipartisan meeting in the White House with members of Congress on school safety and community safety. Now, folks, I don't know if you witnessed that whole meeting, but you already have assholes on both sides of the aisle with bills already written, ready to regulate everything from guns to video games to movies to mental health. Now, there was all kinds of discussions and suggestions, etc. But in the end, folks, you've got John Cornyn, who's initiating a bill that will prevent anyone that has any kind of mental problem from obtaining a gun. And if you listen to that round table little speech, I mean, they're talking about going back into people's lives when they were teenagers. When, you know, they're supposed to be sealed. Those records are supposed to be sealed and not counted on you as an adult. But now they're talking about going as far back in your teen years to see if you have had any psychotropic drugs, if you've had any kind of mental episodes, and that will prevent you from practicing your Second Amendment rights. Now, didn't I explain to you people that this was coming around the pike? Didn't I tell you folks that autism here is going to be regulated? It's going to be regulated. And this is how they're going to regulate it, folks. They're going to utilize guns to do so. And I think this should concern anybody, not just autists and Asperger's. This should concern anybody who has had ADHD, who has been diagnosed with something when they were children, when they were teenagers, and were prescribed some psychotropic drug. This should concern each and every one of you, because this is the law that John Cornyn, which is a Texas senator, which is a piece of crap for initiating this to begin with, this is what he's initiating. And you know, Donald Trump liked that aspect of a potential bill that the round table was suggesting. Now, I want to be completely honest with you folks. I don't want anybody who's mentally handicapped to obtain a gun. But who is mentally handicapped anymore? I mean, folks, I guarantee you more than 80% of America at this point are taking psychotropic drugs. And another little amendment in that bill that John Cornyn was initiating during that roundtable meeting with the president, he was suggesting that those that have mental disorders and that are ordered by doctors to take psychotropic drugs and they don't take them, under this bill by law, they will force you to take your medication. So we're headed into a brave new world, folks. And what you people need to realize is that unless you get political and get political quick, any one of you people that have been taking psychotropic drugs or have had depression or ADHD or obsessive compulsive disorder or whatever, you people are not going to have the ability to practice your Second Amendment in the Bill of Rights that was accorded to you by our forefathers. And that's just one component of the bill. Trump suggests to merge Cornyn's bill with some other shitty bill that these jerk-offs are initiating, which will bump the age of the ability of one to get a gun from 18 to 21. And I want to be honest with you, I'm not against that. All right? And look, 20 years ago, I would have said hell no. But to be completely honest with you folks, from my experience in modern day and age, anybody who's under 21 is a complete fucking idiot. Excuse my French, but 98%, and I'm not joking about that, 98% of the people that I have met or I've talked to or affiliated with that are under the age of 21 are complete and utter idiots and morons. And they're completely immature, and they're pathetic. I mean, I wouldn't have said that about 18-year-olds 20 years ago. 18-year-olds 20 years ago, folks, they used to go out and work. They used to go out and get a little small apartment. They used to go get a little small car. They used to be independent, you know? Now 18-year-olds, what are they doing? They're living at home until they're 35. You know, they're not doing anything with their lives.
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like repairing a family's home after a water leak, helping pay for a wedding, and surprising a deserving child with a birthday party at the LA Zoo. And during the Honda Dream Garage Spring event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
And meanwhile, they're playing video games and watching cartoons and so on and so forth. Well, I don't have a problem with the age 21 because I'm over 21, been over 21 for decades. So I don't care. Okay? But what I do care about is this idea that if we are going, and they're going to ban bump stocks and just ridiculous garbage like that, nothing is going to happen to the Second Amendment to us regular folks. But how long are we going to be regular before the government tries to induce us into taking psychotropic drugs? And once we take psychotropic drugs, we're no longer able to practice our Second Amendment. Do you understand where this is going? And folks, let's just take this a step further. I don't really like autists. I don't really like people with Asperger's, okay? And that's not because of them. It's because how they got that way was based upon three entities that raised them to be that way. They're lazy parents, because I want to be completely honest with you folks, the majority of these people that are diagnosed with autism or Asperger's or hyperattention deficit disorder or whatever, or attention deficit disorder, whatever, most of these kids had parents that did not want to raise them, did not want to take care of them, they didn't want to be a parent. They did not want to be a parent. So as a result, the parents found the psychology industry very convenient to dump their kid off so the psychology industry can claim that the kid has some diagnosed mental disorder and pop this kid up with a psychotropic drug. And once these kids are popped with psychotropic drugs, the parents think that they're great kids all of a sudden because they're literally docile. And you can throw this drug kid in front of a cartoon, a video game, movies, whatever, and they'll be there for hours so that they'll be out of the hair of the damn parent. Haven't y'all noticed that, y'all kids? That's why y'all are addicted to video games, because your parents didn't want to take you out to the park. Your parents didn't want to take you out and throw the football in the backyard with you. You know, your parents didn't want to take you out and show you how to be independent. You understand? I mean, that's the problem. Okay, first of all, you've got the parents that didn't know how to parent. You've got the psychology industry doping up these kids that allow them to be so docile and out in space that you throw them in front of a video game, they'll be there for 8 hours, and mom's just fine doing whatever the hell she's doing, and dad's just fine doing whatever the hell they're doing. And you know who else is to blame? Public education. I hear all this talk around these roundtables about, gun control, do this, do that. What about the schools themselves, you dumb idiots? Maybe the school system is the problem. Maybe it's because we have a group of students that are being put in a public education system that are already doped up. All right, we got a bunch of doped up kids in public education, and as a result, you've got public education de-emphasizing math, science, history, true education, and emphasizing self-esteem. The self-esteem movement that has anesthetized the public education system is a huge factor on why we are seeing this autistic, Asperger mental breakdown. And by the way, I predicted this a long time ago. Didn't I say that one day these autists were going to be dangerous and they were going to start killing people? Do y'all remember when I said that? I said that years ago! I said that years ago! And now, because they've doped all you kids up, and because all you kids are so hopped up on your own egos, and you're so hopped up on your self-esteems that you can no longer look at yourself in the mirror and objectively say, hey, I'm a fucking loser. I'm living with my mom. I'm a pathetic piece of crap. All I do is play video games all day and watch cartoons. I don't know shit from Shinola. I don't know how to wipe my own ass. I mean, I don't know jack. Instead of doing that, they have doped you up into believing that, you know what, I don't want to go up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. Yeah. So, and another thing, let's talk about the social environment of public education. All right? The social environment of public education, you don't think that has anything to do with these kids going apeshit? I mean, folks, haven't you noticed that the way they run schools is the same way they run prisons? If you go to a cafeteria during lunchtime, it doesn't matter what time in history you went to school. The blacks sat with the blacks, whites sat with the whites, all right, Mexicans sat with Mexicans, or Asians sat with Asians, freaks sat with freaks, nerds sat with nerds, jocks sat with jocks. This is how they sit in prison. Now, why would they be setting up a social landscape in public education like this? And why is it that this public education is emphasizing self-esteem and not emphasizing math, science, history, and the rest of the curriculum that they should be? Because, folks, the leftists have taken control of our education system. And instead of producing productive individuals for our American society, they are purposely, I'm talking the public education is purposely mass manufacturing dependent not individual anymore, dependent serfs, for lack of a better term, dependent idiots. Let's talk about this for a second. When you go to the public education system, which is government-owned, government-controlled, what are they truly teaching you to do? They're trying to teach you how to be a subject under a government socialist system. And what happens to most kids nowadays? When they don't go to school, they go into the truancy system. If they have a kid at a young age, they go into the teen pregnancy system. Then they go into the child support system. Then if they can't support themselves, they go to the welfare system and the food stamp system. Let's say you're in high school and you kick somebody's ass and they put you in jail. Well, now you're a part of the juvenile system. And then once you go to the court system and they basically give you your sentence, then you're a part of the probation system. Do you understand that what this public education system is doing is herding children around to be cattle for system to system? Now, why would the public education be doing that, folks? Because that's what communists want. Communists and socialists want to be in charge of people's lives. You notice every system that I just named off is in charge of someone's life, someone's livelihood, someone's money, someone's freedom, something. And this government system wants to be in control. And these communists and socialists that are for this, they just want to be a voke in that machine so that they can get the job security for 30, 40 years, so that they can get the benefits and the medical and the dental and the retirement. Because, folks, bureaucracy is nothing more than a paper-pushing job. And if you are in charge of groups of people's lives, then that puts you in power. Puts you in power over people. I mean, have you ever talked to these bureaucrats? They all think that they're God. They all think that they're God. Oh, I run the welfare system. I know better. I run the juvenile hall system. I get these little brats in line. And folks, let's be honest. Why do they create these systems? Each and every one of these systems that they create, welfare system, the child support system, all these systems, even the prison system, they create all these systems, folks, so that they can just make you be part of it. So that you're not an individual. You're not somebody who makes your own money. You're not somebody who makes your own choices in life. You're not somebody who makes your own decisions in life. You are solely dependent on the government. That's why they are mass producing in public education today children that can't do anything. I saw a video of a girl who was a millennial who was given an old-fashioned can opener and a can and say, "Can you open this?" And she had no idea what the hell to do. No idea what the hell to do. I mean, do you know, folks, that more than half these kids that are coming out of school now, they don't even know how to tie their shoes. I'm not joking. They don't know how to tie shoelaces anymore. These kids that are coming out of school, they don't even know how to write in cursive. I mean, I can go on and on, man. I mean, they're not educating your kids. They're making your kids nothing more than cattle for the systems ahead of their lives. And that's why I'm telling you, man, you people need to start getting political, or you people that have been diagnosed with mental disorders in the past, and you have documented cases of you being prescribed psychotropic drugs, then you are no longer going to be allowed to practice your Second Amendment. And let me tell you something. Once they take your Second Amendment away from you because you're so-called nuts, crazy, mental disorder, whatever, then what's for them to take your freedom of speech away? Because you're already mentally unstable that you can't handle your Second Amendment. What's for them to say, hey, you don't have freedom of speech, you're mentally disturbed. You have a mental disorder. We can't have you hollering a bunch of stuff out here in the public. You're mentally disturbed out here. Let's take this person away. And then it just moves on from there. So while all you people that are out there that have taken psychotropic drugs in the past are taking them now, if you're autistic, Asperger's, attention deficit disorder, whatever, it's time for you to start getting political and start getting political quick, because if you don't, your rights are going to be stripped right from under you, and there's nothing that you people are going to be able to do about it. Nothing. Because you can't even make decisions for yourself, millennials. And I'm talking post-millennials. You people don't even know how to take care of yourselves. I mean, more than 75% of you kids that are under the age of 30, 35, I mean, 70 to 75% of you don't even have jobs, don't even have homes, don't even have cars, don't even pay your own bills. You know, I mean, that's what you people need to understand. That's life. That's what makes you a man. That's what makes you an independent woman. What makes you a man and an independent woman is when you can suffice your own life. Because, folks, you're not given a living. You earn a living. And those that are given a living, They have to be in control. They have relinquished their rights to have somebody from the state control them. So every time you hear somebody talk about socialism, communism, this is what I'm talking about. They're already starting it right underneath our eyes, right underneath our noses. I mean, just take a look at the public education system. That is what needs to be abolished. That's what needs to be rid. If there were no public schools in which they were producing ill-equipped adults who find themselves at a crossroads at 19, 18, 17 and decide that it's better to take other people out, because let's be honest, most of these people that do school shootings, and I know how you autists are, a lot of you people are a part of my goddamn broadcast. Anytime I say something you don't like, you autists get triggered and say, God, I can't believe Ghost said that. He's got to pay. He's got to pay. And that's how you autists are reacting in real life. That's why you autists are going out there, like that one kid from Georgia Tech. That Brony, you remember that stupid Brony from Georgia Tech? He went out there to Georgia Tech to go to college, and he realized that nobody likes bronies in college, all right? Friendship is not magic in college. So once he realized that, he's like, okay, I guess I can't be a brony out here. I guess I'll be gay. Everybody likes gays. I mean, you don't have to be anybody. You can just, say you take it in the pooper and you're part of the LGBTQ community. So what he did, he decided to turn a tranny, become a tranny, and start a on-campus organization for LGBTQ. He thought that by becoming a tranny and starting an LGBTQ little student organization that he was going to somehow tap into a social life. Well, not even him being gay, not even the LGBTQ could palate him. Nobody joined his stupid organization. Nobody liked talking to him. He was probably socially awkward. He was probably still trying to get people into the my little pony, and all that crap, to the point where he didn't know how to act. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to take care of himself. So he resorted to what most of you autists and Asperger's resort to when shit doesn't go your way. You melt down like a moron. And what he did, he took out a penknife and went out in the quad outside the damn campus and started telling everybody, kill me, I hate my life. Kill me, I hate my life. Shoot me. And he was going around with a knife telling people to kill him. And you know what some campus officer did? He went out and he shot him. Okay? He went out and shot him, and a couple of days later, this idiot's cuck father comes out, you didn't have to shoot my son. He had health problems, he was under psychotropic drugs, he had medical, all this crap. Like we're supposed to stop because this goddamn autistic man-child brony, wannabe gay tard has a meltdown. We're supposed to just stop and say, okay, calm down, Billy. Put the knife down. It's okay. We all love you. Just put the knife down. We'll get you an ice cream. That's not how the world works, autists. That's not how the world works. And y'all are going to find out how the world works real quick, man, if y'all don't stop playing these fucking video games and stop watching these cartoons and start really getting goddamn political, because if you're not, your rights are about to be stripped away from you, boy. And if you don't care about having guns, well, just wait. They're about to take away your video game rights away. Anyway, we are now into the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, Please follow me on Gab, folks, the last bastion of freedom of speech on the internet today. You can get there by typing in your browser right now, gab.ai, and you can follow me on there under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And if you have not done so and you want exclusive access to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, then go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, and subscribe, baby! Subscribe, and once you fully subscribe, message me, private message me on Gab, and let me know your Discord name so I can give you an exclusive access to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And I'm telling you, I will be there tonight. I'll be chilling in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, so if you're not there, go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, and subscribe. I'll invite you in. We're going to be doing some internet shenanigans. We're going to be doing some talking, so come along with us, baby. Come on! Subscribe, baby! Anyway, back to what I was discussing here. Let's talk about video games. Now, I know all of you people are like, well, I don't really care if, children are denied video games. I'm already an over 18 man-child, so I don't care. No, my friend. If you happen to have a mental disorder or depression or ADHD, or you happen to take psychotropic drugs, you may not be able to play video games anymore, or they're not going to sell you violent video games anymore. They're talking about a very, very hard rating system in which anybody they're talking about selling video games like there's the way they sell freaking guns now. Like you're going to have a freaking background check so you can, I don't care what age you are. They're talking about this, man. They're talking about this. So all you autists out there that are like, oh, well, I don't care. I'm going to continue playing games, and yeah. Well, those days are numbered, baby. Those days are numbered because they're contributing the violence in video games for the desensitization of many of the violent episodes that we're seeing in today's America. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are blaming the violence in video games as a reason why we have desensitization of violence in America. So you all keep thinking, all of you man children that think that I'm BSing, I told you this was coming, man. I told you all this was coming, and I hope that you listened. Obviously, you didn't. And you know what? Go ahead. Don't do it. Don't listen. Keep acting like a man-child. Your rights are going to be stripped away from you. I don't care. I want to be honest with you. I've never taken a psychotropic drug in my life. I've never taken therapy. Nothing. So I'm just fine. All right? Now, the only thing I am worried about is I am on a goddamn no-fly list, and they're talking about putting people on the no-fly list, on a no-gun-buying list, and that's a bunch of horse shit. But I could get myself taken off the damn no-fly list. I've just been too goddamn lazy to do so, and I don't really want to fly anywhere anyway. Anywhere I want to go, I can go out here in Texas anyway. So who gives a crap? But you people need to start listening. You understand? You people need to start listening and start getting political and start getting political quick. Anyway, man, I'm running out of time here. I have so much to talk about. I wanted to talk a little bit about these little Florida shooting, Stoneman Douglas gun control brats out here who continuously show their faces in every camera and every media outlet that they can find. I mean, folks, let's be honest. And I said this yesterday. Even if you do believe that this shooting wasn't a false flag and it was a real shooting, I mean, how can these kids go out and start acting as if they're freaking Malcolm X for gun control so soon after supposedly being involved in such a post-traumatic stress incident? I mean, lest we forget that this guy, Nicholas Cruz, went into the high school chopping up people with an AR-15. And, of course, y'all heard me on the last show, there was a, quote, victim who got shot 3 times with an AR-15, literally walking into a press conference and getting up and walking out of a press conference. I mean, come on, if you believe that, then you're an idiot, man. An AR-15 is going to chop up a body, all right? it's going to chop up a body, man. And you got shot 3 times with an AR-15 and you're surviving and talking about it 2 weeks later in a damn press conference, get the hell out of here. But look, let's just say you do believe that there was a shooting. Well, then why is it that we don't see any of the effects of post-traumatic stress on these children? On the contrary, what they are looking like is a bunch of pre-scripted bunch of trash, of brats. You understand? A bunch of pre-scripted, inarticulate, disingenuous piece of trash. I'm not kidding. And I don't see any of the effects of post-traumatic stress of somebody who has witnessed so much, dramatic murder and death. Remember, this is 17 people that died. 15 people wounded. This should have been a bloodbath, right? I've yet to see any bodies or blood. But this is supposed to be a bloodbath, and yet these kids are out here basking in the media? I mean, come on, folks. I mean, let's be honest. If this was a real shooting, then these kids should not be listened to because they're literally hopping on the bodies of the dead children of that school to get on their soapbox. They're utilizing the dead bodies of their school peers as their soapbox. Now, what's more harsh than that? What's more soulless than that? And by the way, folks, I said this the last show, what if somebody came into your house and shot your dog right in the head, right in front of you, or your cat, whatever you have as a pet? Would you be able that day, that evening, and the next day, be able to come out and make a big speech about people shooting dogs in the head and how nobody should shoot dogs in the head and it should be illegal to shoot dogs in the head and that shooting dogs in the head should be the equivalent as murder and all this crap? You wouldn't! You wouldn't be able to do that! How can these kids do it and they supposedly saw 17 of their peers get shot dead with an AR-15? 17 of them injured! Or 15 of them injured. How? Oh, well, they're strong kids, Ghost. They're strong kids. Get the fuck out. Wake up, man. These brats are nothing more than stage propaganda. Disingenuous, inarticulate propaganda. These kids are standing on the bodies of the students that were at their school to get this spotlight. And how come nobody's talking about that? How come nobody's talking that these brats are standing on the dead bodies of their classmates so that they can have this spotlight? So they can bask in this success? So they can raise millions of dollars? What's more sick than that? Jesus Christ! Get in the mic! I'm sick of these stupid little brats out here, and you know something? It'd be one thing if you saw some attempt at genuine emotion from these little brats, but they're so disingenuous, they're so scripted, they're so inarticulate, they're stumbling over their own tongues. You can tell that they are not articulating whatever in the hell happened to them. They're just being scripted. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Good God. Good God. It makes me sick. I'm moving on. I wanted to dedicate a little bit more time to those brats, but I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to do it. Screw them, man. Don't believe these little inarticulate, disingenuous little freaking propaganda crap. I'm done with these people. Stupid little Second Amendment gun control brats taking away our Second Amendment. Look, I got to move on, folks. I'm running out of goddamn time. I definitely want to talk about Jordan Peterson, this stupid, low-grade, pseudo-intellectual piece of trash. And if anybody knows Jordan Peterson, please, you can clip this part of the broadcast and send it to him because he's a disingenuous, pseudo-intellectual piece of garbage. He's a poor man's goddamn Tony Robbins. All right? All right? And I'm sick and tired of seeing this guy and the right of the political spectrum putting this idiot on a pedestal. You know? Now, let me explain something about Jordan Peterson that came out here recently. Recently, Jordan Peterson was pictured sitting like some pompous pseudo-intellectual asshole in back of his home, presumably, that had nothing but pictures of communists. He had a humongous picture of Vladimir Lenin, Trotsky, and all the communists when they took over the Russia provinces. I mean, it is unbelievable that this asshole took this picture and showed everybody his true colors. This asshole is a Marxist-Leninist, and it makes perfect sense on why this asshole Jordan Peterson would be a Marxist-Leninist. What did I tell you guys the last show about Lenin? Or actually maybe a few shows back. Vladimir Lenin, the guy who created the first communist nation state, did it by utilizing the intelligentsia of Russia and comprising their own de facto government underneath the noses of the Tsar dynasty. Throughout 10 to 15 years, Lenin went from village to village in Russia and established these politburos and these bureaucratic governments for each and every one of these villages. Even though they weren't technically in power, these people that were a part of this intelligentsia in Russia listened to Lenin, and he established all these little communist councils. He established all these communist councils all across Russia, and then came when the democratic socialists took control of the country. Because it wasn't the Bolsheviks that overthrew the czars, folks. It was the democratic socialists. Now, once the democratic socialists took control, they didn't know how to feed the people. They did not have a government system in place or something that was on paper that would aid the people who were starving to death, which was the reasoning for them to overthrow the czars to begin with. And once Vladimir Lenin and the intelligentsia, because look, folks, Vladimir Lenin took the intelligent of the intelligent people and made them the de facto leaders of these villages, and as a result, he just went in and took power. That's what Lenin did. He already had the communist establishment already all across Russia. All he did was come in and went into Moscow and took power. Him and Trotsky, of course, had the military under his back, and once you have the military backing you up, you could take it. You're done. The country's yours. And as a result, Vladimir Lenin literally took power. And the reason he took power was because he had already established a government. He established these communist, councils all across Russia. And what he advised these communist councils, as he established them for 10 or 15 years throughout Russia, he told them to take the name of everyone who would be in opposition if the communists ever took control of Russia. And right after the communists took power, they went out and killed everybody who was a potential opposition to the communist state. And that's where gulags and mass executions, this is where all this starts happening. And folks, people like Jordan Peterson. And look, by the way, for you folks that don't believe me, take a look at my gab. Take a look at my gab. Take a look at Jordan Peterson looking out the window like some pompous pseudo-intellectual prick. And who does he have back there? Vladimir Lenin. That's one of the biggest pictures I've ever seen of Vladimir Lenin, Trotsky, and everybody in the back of him. I mean, this idiot thinks that he is Vladimir Lenin. And let's be honest, the reason he admires Vladimir Lenin is because Vladimir Lenin was an intellectual. He utilized people within the intelligentsia to take state power. And once the intelligentsia of Russia took state power, they directed state power to rearrange the society how they see fit. And that's what all these alt-right, white nationalists, Antifa, that's what they want to do. They all think they have the answer to change society. They all think they have the answer to change society. And I've always said, whenever you hear somebody say, I can change the world, those are the most dangerous people that you got to keep an eye on. And I'm calling out Jordan Peterson for the freaking Leninist Marxist that he is. And I'm tired of everybody on the right putting this stupid asshole on a pedestal. He says nothing, all right? He's literally like a white fortune cookie, all right? He is a literal poor man's goddamn Tony Robbins. Every time I ever hear this idiot, he's literally trying to rip off Confucius. I'm not even joking around. This guy is not an intellectual, man. And I'm sick and tired of this guy and his face and his, as he's gotten more and more popular, haven't you noticed his stature and his facial features and his speech begin to look a little bit more pompous because, I'm a professor and I know everything and yes, Stupid, dumb Jordan Peterson. I'm calling you out, Jordan Peterson, all right? You are a communist piece of trash. You are no different than all these other alt-right personalities, all these white nationalist personalities. You all want to relinquish you don't. I know Jordan Peterson, the reason he's a communist is because he thinks he's going to be in power. He thinks he's going to be in power. He thinks he's going to be a part of the system. I mean, that's why he's promoting it. Anybody who promotes communism or socialism, they believe that they're going to be a part of it. They believe that they're going to be in charge of people. That's the only reason why they promote it. So I'm calling you out, Jordan Peterson. You're a piece of trash. You're a no-good, once again, wolf in sheep's clothing, trying to make everybody assume that you are on the right wing of the political persuasion when in actuality you're a Marxist-Leninist piece of trash. All right? And I don't think that you're intellectual at all. All you are is a poor man's Tony Robbins. I guarantee you read your lectures off fortune cookies. I mean, I'm not joking around, man. You are a pathetic waste as it pertains to anything that is deemed intelligent in this world. And that's why you have never heard me talk about him once. You understand? That's why you haven't heard me talk about this piece of trash one time. And every one of these alt-right assholes love this guy. Every one of these alt-right assholes and these white nationalists, they think Jordan Peterson's great. They think that he's the intellectual foundation of what the hell they represent. And meanwhile, once again, another fucking communist. Excuse my French. How many more communists? How many more leftists? How many more undercover Jewish people are we going to have to unearth before you people realize that the white nationalist alt-right bullshit is a farce? It is an attempt at subversive coercion to make you believe that the right wing is the equivalent of you relinquishing your individual rights to the state. You understand? And capitalists, we don't want to give our individual rights to the state because we own the state. We pay the taxes! We own those little people in Washington. Those people in Washington belong to us. They're spending our money. They're spending our tax dollars. The capitalists. That's why we are the definition of freedom. I mean, at our own will, with our own ambition, creativity, prowess, we could carve out our own destiny how we see fit. We don't have some goddamn bureaucrat dictating us what our life should be like many people do on welfare, like they do on food stamps. You don't have some social worker talking down to you on what you should have and what you can have. You can have whatever you want in capitalism as long as you want to work hard enough and do what it takes to obtain it. Because as I've stated time and time again, you're not given a living. You earn a living. And I am against anybody who's a goddamn socialist. Do you understand me? I am against anybody who is a socialist, communist, and anybody who tries to sit here and suggest that, well, because I put the word National Socialist in it, it's not really communism. It's not really communism or socialism, Ghost. It's completely different. It's National Socialism. I mean, you National Socialists, you know, you white nationals, you guys are starting to sound a lot like these communists. Every time you try to pin communists on what variant of communist they're talking about, and you remind them on all the models of communism that have been put forth, they always say, that wasn't real communism, Ghost. No, that wasn't real communism. You know it and I know it. It wasn't real communism. And folks, I've told you all in the last show, and I'm going to tell you all again. This entity, these people are fanatical. They're godless. They're atheists. They are willing to give up their own lives because they're in this political romantic idea of all the people. And look, I told you all about this book the last time. I don't mean to plug it, but man, you have to know what all the leftist activity that has been happening in America for the past 250 years.
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like repairing a family's home after a water leak, helping pay for a wedding, and surprising a deserving child with a birthday party at the LA Zoo. And during the Honda Dream Garage Spring event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
I mean, this didn't happen overnight. These communists and these socialists have been working at this ever since Karl Marx incepted the idea. I mean, even back before that. I mean, we can go as far back as the English Revolution. That's where the whole concept of the initial variants of communism came from to begin with. I'm going to read this excerpt out of this book called The Encyclopedia of the American Left. And, you know, I'm probably going to end the show after this because, you know, I just don't have too much time to talk about the other things, but I want to read this to you. Now, you know how I call you folks Helen Keller deaf mutes? Because Helen Keller was deaf, blind, and mute. And I use that as a euphemism or a metaphor to describe certain people who refuse to talk on the phone whenever I call them for radio graffiti. Now, I want to tell you who Helen Keller is. She was a devout socialist. A devout socialist. Let me read the excerpt they have of her in the Encyclopedia of the American Left. Helen Keller, 1880 to 1967. Almost everyone knows that Helen Keller, born in Tuscumbia, Alabama, was stricken at the age of 19 months by a disease that left her deaf, blind, and mute. That she was brought out of her own prison out of despair and frustration by Anne Sullivan, and that she triumphed over her disabilities, graduating cum laude from Radcliffe College after mastering Greek, Latin, German, and French. In the years that followed, Keller campaigned for the deaf and blind around the world. She also appeared in vaudeville and motion pictures and wrote books of literary distinction. Her accomplishments led Mark Twain to characterize her as the, quote, the greatest woman since Joan of Arc, and to assert that the two most interesting characters of the 19th century are Napoleon and Helen Keller. Good Housekeeping included her in its selection of America's 12 greatest women, describing Helen Keller as living proof of the divine spark in the human brain. For all her fame, Not many people know that this woman was one of the best-known figures in American socialist movement. Let me repeat that one more again. For all her fame, not many people know that this woman was one of the best-known figures in the American socialist movement, a champion of the working class and its struggles against the industrial barbarianism, a consistent foe of militarism, war, and imperialism, and a militant crusader for a new society. Do you hear that? For a new society. Turning the yellowed pages of the radical newspapers and magazines between 1910 and early 1920s, one frequently finds the name Helen Keller beneath speeches, articles, and letters dealing with major social questions of the era. The radical vision that runs through these writings is the vision of socialism. In the New York City Call, daily organ of the Socialist Party, Hattie Schlossberg, wrote on May 4th, 1913, Helen Keller is our comrade, and her socialism is a living vital thing for her. All her speeches are permitted with the spirit of socialism. I rest my fucking case. Excuse my French. Yes, Helen Keller was a socialist. This is how long these people have been trying to freaking erect this crap. And that's why we as capitalists have to be just as devout as these damn communists have been for the past, I don't know how many years, man. I mean, you've heard 1910, 1920, 1880. I mean, come on! Wake up! Wake up! These socialists have been trying to take over our country since our whole goddamn country won itself out of its own civil war. After the Civil War, folks, that's where we saw this collectivism. And you know what? At first, it wasn't communism. Believe it or not, it was anarchism. Anarchism was really the first variant of political extremism. I mean, lest we forget that President McKinley in the late 1800s was assassinated by an anarchist by the name of Leon Kozlov. I mean, lest we forget that Carnegie's manager of one of his plants, what was his name? Fig? I forgot his freaking name. Was shot by Emma Goldman's husband. Emma Goldman, if you're not familiar with Emma Goldman, she was one of the most dangerous anarchists at the turn of the 20th century. This is all America. This is all American radicalism, American political romanticism, American leftism. I mean, you people need to know history, man. These people haven't been just doing this for the past 20 years and they have took power. They've been doing this for longer than your parents have been around, that's for sure. All right? And hey, Cash Money in my chat room, how does Helen Keller matter? I'm proving a point, you stupid, dumb, autistic, dense asshole. All right? That even Helen Keller, somebody that was supposed to be so admired because she persevered and did all this, and America jocks this woman. Meanwhile, she was a devout socialist her whole goddamn deaf-mute life. So that's what I'm talking about, you stupid, dumb autist. All right? Go take your goddamn Zoloft or whatever the hell you're freaking Adderall and shut up. Tired of you stupid tards, man. Maybe you tards do need your goddamn rights taken away. You know? Maybe you people need to wear a badge. You know? You need to wear a little bit of a badge. Say, yeah, I'm retarded. I'm autistic. I'm retarded. Watch me. I don't get it. I don't get what you're saying. I don't get humor. I don't get nothing. I take everything literally. I'm retarded. Jesus Christ. I don't get it. Why'd you talk about Helen Keller? I don't get it. I'm retarded. Stupid, man. Freaking stupid. On that note, for this guy, Cash Money, just for that, I'm gonna wait on Radio Graffiti because you're so goddamn stupid. How you like that? How you like that? I don't get it. Why is she relevant? I don't understand. Why are you talking about this, Ghost? I'm retarded. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move on, all right? We're going to move on. Now, I was going to talk a little bit about the President of the United States calling on the UAE, Saudi Arabia, the Gulf states to counter Iran. And let me tell you something. This is some serious business because, what did I tell you guys? Remember when I told you this was going to happen? This was right after the president, I'm talking about President Trump, after he just came into office, that he did the airstrikes on Syria. You know what I mean? And when he did the airstrikes on Syria, remember everybody on the Trump train was like, "Oh, no, you're a neocon, Trump. I can't believe it." Well, folks, I told you back then that you idiots need to calm down, and that all Trump was doing some cosmetic bombing to pacify the UN and the internationalists' attempt at fooling people into believing that Syria gassed its own people. Remember? That's when Syria supposedly gassed its own people. And I'm talking about the media, the people in Washington, they all wanted Trump to react. Do something, Trump. You've got people here dying from this chemical that Bashar al-Assad, And then Trump did those strategic little cosmetic bombings. And then that show, the day I did that show in which Trump did those bombings, what did I tell you? I told you that there's going to be a whole new foreign policy for the Middle East. That the United States foreign policy was to attempt to pit Saudi Arabia against Iran. And everybody at the time was like, "Ghost, are you nuts? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Why in the hell would the United States want to pit Saudi Arabia and Iran into a war?" And I said, for many reasons, dumb idiots. First of all, we have to rid the world of this Islamic extremism. First off. And how do we do that? Well, if we get Saudi Arabia and Iran to fight each other, then that's Sunni versus Shia. And all these jihadists that are out here committing jihad on us and on the West, they're going to be lured to this battle in an attempt to fight against each other's variants of Islam. So we centralize the battle so that the terrorists are mostly centralized in this theater of combat as opposed to coming to our countries and exploding themselves. Secondly, we are going to try to, first of all, and look, this is international relations, folks. If you've ever taken a class in international relations, your professor will tell you that, look, millions of people, when talking about and framing foreign policy, millions of people dying is like no big deal. I mean, you just have to calculate that. Like, look, we may lose millions here. We may do this and that. I'm not kidding around. So if it sounds like, what I'm saying is a little bit like, crazy, this is what foreign policy is. This is how you create foreign policy. It sucks. This is how foreign policy has been created ever since after World War I. So we pit Saudi Arabia and Iran. We get all the Yehudis centralized in one theater of combat. We let them kill each other because that's really what they're going to have to do. There's over 1 billion Muslims out here. And look, even if just 10% of them are radical, you do the math. What's 10% of over 1 billion? Huh? That's a lot of effing people. All right? So we have to make sure that these people just kill each other. Just massively kill each other. And, look, folks, the whole damn Middle East is going to be a war zone. And aside from the Muslims killing each other, we also deplete the resources of both Iran and Saudi Arabia. Now, why do we want to deplete the resources of both of them? Well, first of all, we want to deplete the resources of Iran because they're not our friends, they're our enemy, and we want to destroy them. The reason we want to deplete the natural resources and the money supply, etc., from Saudi Arabia is because they own most of our debt. They own most of our debt. Okay? And finally, let's be honest, the culmination of this great war that'll happen with these Jehudis will do one of two things. It'll either get a certain faction of that group that fought in this great war of Jehudis, it'll either get them more fanatical, which is less than likely. Because let me tell you something: when these Muslims battle each other, it's going to be such butchery, and it's going to be so bad that they're going to out-violence themselves. They're going to finally question their own Allah when they start seeing that, Muslims are killing Muslims and everybody's dying. They're going to see so much death that at some point they're going to realize, like, hey, why are we doing this? Why are we doing? I don't understand. That we've been doing this for a long time. We haven't done nothing. All I want to do is trade. I want to make money. I want to raise family. I have family here. I got 5 wives, 16 children. Why are we killing each other? I don't understand. So, I mean, that's the hope. And look, I prognosticated this, folks. I'm telling you, I know foreign policy, all right? I went to school for it, all right, man? I'm telling you. I know international relations. That's why I can prognosticate all these damn things. And aside from that, folks, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, is going to visit the United States here in March 19th to the 22nd, and that'll be interesting. Now, aside from Trump trying to call on the UAE and Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states to counter Iran, while he's doing that, guess who's trying to stop Trump and trying to pass a bill to denounce Saudi Arabia and end the support for Saudi Arabia? Just take a guess, okay? Uncle Boyne. Uncle Boyne, and guess what? He hooked up with an anti-Trumper Republican. Y'all remember Mike Lee? Mike Lee from Utah was the asshole who attempted to try to take the damn chair at the Republican convention, but was a complete and utter failure. He was a never-Trumper. He hated Trump. He's a piece of trash. Bernie Sanders and Mike Lee initiate a bill to try to end support for Saudi Arabia because of the Yemen war. I mean, give me a freaking break, man. I mean, you understand? I mean, it just never ends with these people. It just never ends with these goddamn bureaucrats. And these people are both never-Trumper piece of crap. God, I hate these goddamn bureaucrats in Washington, man. Freaking grandstanding, soapbox-standing pieces of crap. Hey, I'm Uncle Boyne, and because I'm seeing Trump doing business with Saudi Arabia, and I'm seeing him get shekels that I'm not getting, I'm going to initiate a bill here, and I'm going to get Mike Lee, and we're going to get together, and we're going to make sure that we no longer support Saudi Arabia, and we make sure that we don't support them anymore, because I'm Bernie Sanders. I'm trying to make myself look like the peace candidate here, even though I supported Hugo Chavez and Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela. Even though I said in the past that people deserve to wait in bread lines, I'm Uncle Boyne, and I'm doing this because this is all I know how to do. That's all I know how to do. And by the way, keep contributing, all right? Come over here. Hey, no, don't worry about the pants tent. Don't worry about the pants tent. Come on over here and take your underwears off. That's right. Come take your underwears off and keep contributing. Come on over here. Hey, come over here and sit on my apple. Come over here and sit on Uncle Boyne's apple. It's Uncle Boyne. You love Uncle Boyne. Come over here. All right. Sit on my apple. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Hey, sit on my apple. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're doing it right. Keep doing it. Keep your underwears on. Keep going. Oh, you chipped my apple. Don't touch me. Don't touch me now. Hey, don't touch me. All right. what I want you to do is I want you to put your underwear back on and clean yourself up. And don't tell anybody I told you to take your underwears off. And keep contributing. I mean, that's all Bernie Sanders is. And it makes me sick that we still got absent-minded idiots that think this guy is worth a crap. He ripped off over $250 million from you stupid Bernie bros that barely have enough goddamn money to put a down payment on a sandwich. And you people are like, yay, Bernie, I'm a Bernie bro, yay. Jesus Christ. Anyway, look, I was going to talk about how the UN is linking North Korea to we were just talking about Syria's chemical weapons program, but the UN's linking them to it. I wonder what the hell that's about. And I was going to talk about how that Europe is on ice today. It's been on ice for a while. And right now, in February, it's February 28th, last day of February, it is now colder in Europe right now than it is in the North Pole. It is now colder in Europe right now than it is in Europe. 35 degrees Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Celsius in the North Pole right now, and it's shocking scientists, and they don't know what the hell to do. They don't even know how to describe it. And I'm suggesting, is it a pole shift? I mean, are we going through a pole shift here? I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is very interesting. Let's just wait and see. Maybe we're going overboard. Maybe I'm going over my head. But by God, have you seen Europe right now? It's all on ice. Look at Rome. Look at the beaches of the Mediterranean. They're all in ice. And that's unheard of for right now. That's unheard of.
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like repairing a family's home after a water leak, helping pay for a wedding, and surprising a deserving child with a birthday party at the LA Zoo. And during the Honda Dream Garage Spring event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know. Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like repairing a family's home after a water leak, helping pay for a wedding, and surprising a deserving child with a birthday party at the LA Zoo. And during the Honda Dream Garage Spring event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the all-new and completely redesigned Accord, the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know.
Anyway, I was going to talk about that, but we don't have too much time, folks, so let's just go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, all right? And I'm talking about radio graffiti! That's right, folks. Radio graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now at 563-999-3791. That's 563-999-3791. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this radio graffiti. All right. Hey, engineer, do we got any goddamn radio graffiti calls to be had? All right. Well, before we get to radio graffiti, I am going to be in the True Capitalist Radio chat room tonight, folks. So go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, and subscribe, baby. Subscribe. We got over 100 people in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe. And once you subscribe, private message me on Gab with your Discord name, and I'll be sure to give you an exclusive invite to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, and I will be in there tonight, so I hope to see you there. Come down, kick it back with us, conduct some internet tomfoolery with us, all that good stuff. Anyway, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get to some radio graffiti calls right now. Anonymous radio graffiti. Speaking of Helen Keller deaf mutes, for Christ's sake, 256 radio graffiti. Helen Keller radio graffiti.
It is not blindness
Oh, my God, give me a break. Come on, bro. What the hell was that? 352 Radio Graffiti. We got Tyron and Maury Povich, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost's mother tried to abort her 6 months into her pregnancy. According to Ghost's birth certificate, she was born during her mother's saline abortion 14 years ago. Doctors told her Ghost would never crawl or walk. Today, Ghost's proud to prove them all wrong, and please welcome them to our show. When you were asked, when you were given up, what were you told about being given up? When were you told all this? I mean, how old were you? And then when did you find out the real story about the abortion attempt? Why don't you stand
All right,
up?
shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Son of a bitch! Shut the hell up! I'm not a cripple, for Christ's sake, all right? I'm not a damn cripple! So shut up! God damn it, give me a mic! Goddamn mic, for Christ's sake, man! Jesus Christ, man. 352 Radio Graffiti. Helen Keller, Radio Graffiti. Oh, you think it's so cute? Shut up! That's not funny! Shut up! Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Oh, is that what we're going to have, is a bunch of Helen Keller deaf mutes, huh? Because I talk about Helen Keller, you stupid dumbasses? You people are idiots. 269 Radio Graffiti.
I'm Ghost Baby. I want you to sit on my lap and poke me with your apple all night.
Jesus Christ, not this asshole. Freaking internet fuckstalker. Damn it. And not that asshole, please, man. Not that stupid internet butt-stalker jerk-off. That asshole called my show, every show, for like 3 years. I had enough of that idiot. Take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack, fruit bowl. Give me the goddamn... Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. That chicken head Radio Graffiti.
My name is Donald Trump. I am a racist. My name is Donald Trump. I want to build a wall to block the Mexicans. My name is Donald Trump. I call the Herman Sugar King the N-word. My name is Donald Trump. I like to look at child pornography.
Hey, get that stupid idiot out of here! You stupid son of a bitch. You sound like an autist, for Christ's sake. That's why you can't have any melody in your voice, and I hope that you get cancer of the ass for saying that, you son of a bitch. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
It's about time for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast.
Wait a minute. Did you make a racist gay club song out of my voice, you piece of... you pro-terrorist son of a bitch! I'm tired of this crap! I'm tired of this garbage! Give me a break! freaking racist gay club music? I've heard it all. I've heard it all now, man. Give me the freaking mic. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my God, man. Anonymous radio goddamn graffiti. Oh, you know what? Get him out of here. We're talking about white food. Oh, yeah. I love virtual reality when they got their waifu there and they got their pocket pussy or whatever. I mean, I want to know. I care. We're talking about that. We're talking about waifu. Yeah. No. Shut up with that sick, twisted garp. Damn it. All that waifu crap is for you goddamn neckbeard, autist, hospic, birds, asshole, dumb son of a bitch. Don't bring that waifu goddamn crap up in here, you sorry sick sons of bitches. It's your fault that you can't get a piece. It's your fault that you can't have pussy. Excuse my French. Somebody had to tell you tards. Somebody had to tell you tards. Give me the mic. Son of a bitch. It's your fault. It's your goddamn fault. 909 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. Just go suck an egg. All right? 336 Radio Graffiti. Freaking bathrobe Dwayne. 5 minutes alone. Dwayne. All right, 5 minutes alone. 5 minutes alone! Let me get my belt off. Here, if you don't mind.
I'm trying to see that. Dwayne is gay, IRL.
Just come on over here and take your underwear off.
Yep, gotcha, brother. Come down there and fucking get in that asshole. In the fucking, like, doggy style position.
Yeah. Jesus. Just shut up already, for Christ's sake, man. You're sick. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? 647 Radio Graffiti. No, we're not ending on that crap. Not some gay remix about me saying waifu. Hell no. 713 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, what's going on? It's the Pet Mexican Cubo.
Hey, what's up, Pet Mexican? How you doing, man?
Man, you'll never believe what I'm eating, man. Hey, look at your chat, man. Man, this thing, oh my God, it's so fucking, You got it? This is
what the hell are you eating?
Good, Ghost.
Wait a minute, are you eating chicken tendies? Are you eating chicken tendies and Szechuan sauce, you Pet Mexican?
Yeah, man. Oh my God, hold on, Ghost. Let me double dip real quick. Oh my fucking God.
That double dip, you shove it up your ass with your double dip. Shove it up your goddamn burrito eating ass. I'm done. Stick a goddamn fork in me. I'm done. You assholes will be lucky if I come back for Bowler Friday. I can tell you that right goddamn now.